Alright, we are live. Well, look at that. Hopefully it doesn't crash. My OBS is crying, mate. Okay, what is happening? Why TikTok is not doing that? Alright, cool, let's start. Let's learn Vim today. Yeah, join and let's go together. Oh, let me see. Craft, comedy, general, gaming. It's according to the live. Maybe you put we are on blank. What does that even mean? Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, I will keep it blank though. Audience control. Minimize system tray, hotkeys, record, scene transition, cancel that. Whatever. Let's go live. Ladies and gents, welcome again to another live stream, and today we are doing another Vim session. I'm really happy that we're doing this today. So let's see what we can learn about Vim. I'm going kind of like to do everything possible to kind of get the best of it. I know that there is like some places that we can see as a guide, and we're gonna do that today. All right, cool. I have my tea and we're waiting for you to join. Our goal today is to hit 5k, and yeah, that would be amazing if we do it. Yesterday was amazing. Actually, yesterday we kept at 30 viewers at all time, which was really amazing. I mean, hopefully by the end of this year it becomes even better. Hey, Ibrahim Kenway on Twitch. I'm good. I'm doing well, actually. Very fun enough that the first days when I started stream, I was really feeling bad. My eyes kept hurting because I was working so much. But now I'm back strong, and I feel totally better. Yeah, I see that we have some interactions from TikTok right now. That's cool. People started to join, and hopefully the people that are always here, the community, comes back again. I see already people who joined before. We have Fabio who joined before, also Jeff, I think. Yeah. All right, nice. How are you guys? Come below, tell me how was your day. Mine was, as always, nothing much, honestly. It's just me working my ass off. Too much work, but overall it is really good. Yeah. What's good? First comment on TikTok. Fabio. Good. Today I have been coding a lot. I did a lot of progress, and yeah. We talked a lot about graphs today. Maybe we can implement something like that in our application. Maybe we can do something similar. Yeah, by the way, yesterday I'll show you something really cool. So yeah, yesterday, let me actually do a tmaxls to see if I have anything. I think I have sessions of tmax. I'm not sure, but tmaxls should show that. Okay, so there's no tmax sessions at all. Sad, but yeah. It actually returned to the latest one, but I wanted actually to Z challenge. Yeah, so yesterday I saw that some of you guys went and actually fixed the problem. So now if I p this, we will find a new solution, which is this one here. So let me just show you again. I pull that, and then here you go. This is a new solution by one of the members, one of the people who watched this stream. It was really amazing to see that someone just went there to the repo and changed it. I was really happy to see that. It was like, okay, someone really cares, and we have a new kind of solution for it, which my solution was really bad. I'd rather not show it actually. It was very bad. Wow, people are joining super much that I cannot follow the comments anymore. Nice. So yeah, everybody who's watching here for the first time, we are coding every day until I become like a 10x engineer. I am actually already a senior engineer at two companies, and I'm trying actually to kind of like code with you guys, some anything, like literally code with you, apps on React, on Next.js or whatever. Today though, we have a new topic, very new topic though. Today I prepared for you the cheat sheet of NeoVim, the best cheat that you can find for NeoVim to learn with me. And we are doing this on NVim, so we're going to be starting from insert mode until we become the best of the best with search movements, navigating, editing, and so on and so forth. We're going to go one by one, and yeah, I have my navigation plan, and actually I took this from YouTube video, so I want to say to this guy, his name is Josian Martinez, thanks a lot for this. Actually, this is the closest config to my config because we are differentiating probably like 10%, but it's all lazy NVim though. So yeah, shout out to this guy, and yeah, let's learn from his config. And also I added up at the bottom my config as well. So we're going to look into NeoVim in details, like literally the butter, the things that you don't find on YouTube, basically. Mr. Tarek said, I want to learn, but I don't know how to learn. Yeah, I have a good thing for you. Just let me know what kind of stack you want to learn, or maybe what kind of path you want to go into. Yeah. That would be good. What do you think about using AI to code? Idex said the usual question. I think we talk about AI 80% of the time while we are on the channel actually. But I don't think that it's good to code with AI. It's good to learn from AI, which is really amazing. And then you can move forward from there by learning algorithms and syntactic sugar stuff like syntax, like prototypal functions from JavaScript or Python or whatever you are doing, step by step. Learn the sum functions, learn the map functions, the setters, the hash maps, these like little stuff, and move forward step by step. Don't rush. That's it. All right, Abraham Kenway from Twitch said, I got a question. As a senior software engineer, what is our algorithm that you use the most? Honestly, at certain level, especially as a front-end developer now, I did full stack for a while, but I am still doing front. So it's about what kind of packages you use the most, right? For me, I find myself close to the T3 stack, kind of the one from Theo. Yeah, because I use Next.js, I use the React 19, 18. I use a lot of Zod, for example, for validation. I use Formic for forms. I switched recently to some new stuff from Tailwind, Chatsy, and components, for example. I learned a lot about MUI in the past, for example, for models, for certain stuff like that. And you move forward like that. You move forward step by step, and you follow the trend. If you follow the trend completely, you won't be lost, honestly. Yeah, you won't be lost, and you will be okay to do your job correctly. All right, but there's one thing that you should know also about algorithmics and LeetCode. I think leetcode.com is the only website that you can start with. Also for JavaScript, there is a website. I think I have it somewhere. Let me check. I'm sure that I have it somewhere installed or shared or something. Yeah, so I will let you know. I think I bookmarked something. It's called Frontend Interview Coding Problems, bfe.dev. And this is actually bfe.dev, B as in banana, front, and then end, .dev. That one, if you go there, you will learn a lot. Even though that it's not lead coding to the lead code kind of Python kind of stuff. No, this is front-end related lead code. So you will end up doing event listeners with certain computations. So things that you probably will use in your life. Yeah. I feel like Copilot's autocorrect is pretty useful for productivity. What's your opinion on Copilot? Bear. Well, I think this is the first time that I see you here, Bear. But I will tell you what I feel about it. I feel that Copilot autocorrect is good. But you know, when you're coding, you want always the code to be on the tip of your fingers. I lost that when I used Copilot. I literally once remember I wrote a reducer function, basically array.map, or just array.reduce. Sorry, I said map, and I flipped the accumulator and the current. I put the current first and then the accumulator. And JavaScript, dumb itself, it accepts whatever you put, like as a string. It's because it's a key value, so it's an attribute, it's an argument. So I had like 30 minutes trying to see what I did wrong. Also, once I forgot about the length, that I don't do parentheses after length. Length, it's an attribute, right? So I was actually invoking length. And that because of Copilot. Man, Copilot destroyed me. So I was thinking that maybe not, right? Maybe just to use it whenever needed. All right, now there's a lot of comments. I'll go back on the top. I will read all your comments, so just leave it there. I'll read it. Don't worry about that. How to get a first job with Stack, React, Node, Next, Nest. Interesting. Why Node Nest? Well, Nest is a good framework itself. It does look closer to what is Spring Boot is. If you know Spring Boot framework by Java, very typed framework. But yeah, React Node Next. How long does it get you to get a job? I think if you are good enough, having like a portfolio of 10 solid apps, the first one being like, for example, a to-do list app, the final one being probably a full stack app where you integrated, let's say, GraphQL or Prisma or an ORM, and you show that you are actually can connect back and front end, and you move forward. I think everybody will be happy to hire you because you will be already the full package and you can actually show yourself. And also a bit of CSS, a bit of smart CSS, let's say like Tailwind or Sass or wherever. You get to know how to modally move CSS into your files and how you use like kinda the solid principles and stuff like that, the dry kind of stuff, so you don't repeat yourself often, and you do kind of good folder structure with a good knowledge of Vite and some unit tests that you already added to your portfolios. I think everybody will be happy to hire you, and if you are at that level, you will be at least like taken 2 years to 3 years to become a senior, so you don't really need that much of a hustle. So keep up the hustle and keep going, man. Yeah. Do you recommend using ORMs? Yeah, I recommend that. Why should I write like an SQL kind of full line of a query or wherever, while I can just install Prisma and do like users.get or something? It's nonsense for me actually to use a lot of relationship and relational queries inside your code. I know that it's fine for some people. You can just write queries in one file and use them. But for me, I'd like that you show that you know your packages and you know your tools. Because if you know tools that make us easy for you, then all good, yeah. Oh, Calm is here. Calm, I see you now. Greetings, bro. That is JavaScript. Yes, Red Zone. I've been wanting to ask you this question. Don't you love using VS Code? Yeah. So we hired a new front-end developer 2 days ago, actually. Today is his second day. So 1 day ago, sorry, yesterday. And the first thing that he saw on my screen was Envim. And he was like, what is this? It's Envim. Especially with my keyboard. 2 comments he said. Good keyboard. What is that? And for me, I'm not that geeky, honestly. I know stuff, but basics, kind of. I don't think that I am really a geek. Now I am fast with NeoVim and stuff. I look like I'm typing so much and you only hear the keyboard and stuff and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this guy knows this stuff. But nah, not that much, man. It's not like the boom era of like when I feel like I'm a 10x engineer or a Chad on Envim or wherever. But it's good to ask, and it's good also to know this stuff. And also, if you are into it, you can invest your money in it, like a good keyboard ergonomic one. It saves your life at some point. It helps a lot with your nerves and stuff, especially if you type a lot. But other than that, it's just for the cloud. So that's to look cool, right? Yeah. All right. I think I answered everything that I see. Yeah, sorry if I missed something. Yeah, I see blockchain developer with AI. How will your path look like? Any ideas? Does roadmap.sh have something about blockchain? I doubt it actually. Oh, it does for sure. So yeah, it doesn't mention kind of like what kind of developer or what kind of tools you need to know, but it mentions concepts basically, and these concepts are fairly complicated. So for example, the higher level will be kind of like to visit the following relevant roadmaps, like for example to learn a bit about backend, to learn JavaScript or Python, and to know a bit about Rust. I don't know why, but maybe some DeFi, Web3, GS, Ether. Like I see some stuff that you can use, like Web3, Ether.js, as I said. These are the Morales as a client library as well. You have also the client nodes, like here they say it's Substrate and Nethermind. I never heard of these actually. But yeah, for applicability, you know, NFTs, for example, you need a bit of knowledge around AI, and also Web3, maybe like some 3GS elements that you can create some stuff, maybe if you want to release some packages for your users and something. But other than that, you need to know the other stuff that I don't know though. Like how to do actually deployment for ERC tokens and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. Like the crypto, decentralized storages and stuff like that. That seems for me like something that I would never go into. Especially that I fear the hype by the people. Like there is a hype every 10 years about something. Drizzle or Prisma. I use the Drizzle mostly, but I like also Prisma. Prisma lately became good with its latest updates. But Drizzle, I like it also because it fires up a very good local initiation of the of the database, and it is also maintainable by drag and drop or by the mouse or wherever. It's very accessible, let's say. Yeah, actually, Calm said something like he said that he wants to start using GitHub Copilot with VS Code and Prettier. I mean, yeah, why not? If you know how to manage your Prettier plugins and also install it globally with ESLint as well globally, and try to, if you are using React, try to go Vite, and it will install some good solid ESLint config.mgs modular.js ESLint one, and then you can disable it for node models or for your tests or whatever, and then focus on adding plugins that matters to your ESLint file. You will become really powerful with that. There is one of the ESLint plugins or rules that I like, which is the spacing rule. Sometimes if you put two components next to each other, you will find like a space into curly braces. So the rule is called, let me check it. I think I have it here. No, I don't. Not this project though. I think the other project is called White Noise. Yeah. So, oops, I didn't type the dot. And then when you type no dot, it goes into another way of opening any of them. So here, I think I was talking about ESLint, right? Yeah, you see this one, React No Escaped Entities. This is very crucial, because if you, for example, go to a random component, let's say this one, and you want to add like two values here, like, okay, I will z top this one. You want to, for example, add a component, and then let's say you add a value, and then you add another component, right? The thing is that what happened here is that this space that you see here will be actually substituted by this, like that. So that's bad, because this means nothing. This is like the escaped entities, and it will happen a lot in your codes, and you'll be like, what the hell is that? Why whenever I save I see this? So that you can you can actually remove that by a good ESLint configuration, which is the escaped entity part. Yeah, and you put like this React prop types off. You don't need prop types anymore. We use TypeScript for that. Yeah, there is this global thingy like gsconfig recommended and tslint recommended. And you get the globals of the browser and the node, so you'll be able to use functions like group by and stuff like that. React hooks and React refresh and these kind of rules. Basically, you can set up as many rules, but take the ones from React hooks, so you will be able actually to run smoothly on React with the ESLint. Oh, nice. Yeah. You can DM me for anything or a question like this. Honestly, I will be happy to help anyone. I'm here to help all. Yeah, and I would be really happy also to see you guys progress even more. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Hey, David. A lot of people are coming here for the first time, but I think also that I have now memorized most of you. Like Calm, I know the guy. David, I think I saw you before. Let me see. But others like Ahmed, I didn't see before. Like Bear, it's first time that I see Bear. I'm not sure, maybe I am wrong. Yeah, and I really like everybody's here. Nice. Please follow up. I would be really happy for that. So today, honestly, every day I say let's reach 5k. It's been a tough week. We didn't have a good average of viewers anyway. So we are trying today to do it. So let's do it. Don't deceive me. Come on, guys. We need that 200. How many we have now? We need 150 more followers, and that would be amazing to reach the 5k before I go to sleep. But the thing is, yeah, I will prepare actually some other stuff like to be working on. But today I wanted just to go on into like the Vim, and we start learning Vim, right? Literally NeoVim. And why is that? Because if you are not into it, you will be able to kind of like it, kind of like what we're doing, because it's a game, and honestly, it's a game, and nothing more than that. So all right, so David asked something, and I see Yarko is there as well. Hey Yarko, how are you? You missed nothing, man. I'm just trying to like inquire and hire everyone into watching the stream. So let me see. Yeah, I see some comments, and we are preparing to start that. Is that Lua? You mean the configuration for my config? For NeoVim config, yeah, I use Lua, but this what you see on top is just JavaScript basically, and it's a ESLint config. Thank you, Yarko. We are here every day, unless it's a Friday, because on Friday I think everybody wants to go outside and have fun. So we are streaming 6 days per week, and Friday is off. And the thing is that I want to do wonders. I want to see what if you stream every day for a year. Well, for sure I won't be able to do that when I'm at home in August or whatever. But I would be really happy to see how this goes until August, and see if people actually will be able to follow up, and we build maybe 1 or 2 apps that we put into the world of internet. Yeah, nice. And I'm really hyped about how we are just doing coding, and the people are interested in this kind of stuff, and you find your niche, kind of. Whatever you do, you find your niche. Yeah. YouTube programmers are better. Yeah, for sure. Is there any YouTube programmers that you know of, that I know of? Maybe we find something in common. This is not VS Code, honestly. This is NeoVim, and it's called Tokyo Night. But I'm sure 100% you will find it also on VS Code. Yeah, you will find it on VS Code 100%. Some guy on Kick asked a very kind of confusing question. He said, I finished my app, but when I send to my friend, he cannot execute. Why? I hope he's not talking about the localhost issue, because that shows only that he's just a beginner. But that's fine. So basically, for you, if you want to host your app and your friend to see it, there is tools for that, right? you can expose your app with a certain other app to actually get like an open port for the web, and then you will just do port forwarding, and your friend can actually write your IP address and the port that you forwarded, and he will see your app. But other than that, I think you can host it in a lot of platforms. Actually, there's Heroku, there's also Versal. Versal is very famous. Yeah, nice, cool. I mean, Versal is nice. Try that. Host your app there via GitHub, and that would be good. Hi, Mustafa. He knows my name. Yeah, my name is Ayman. Thanks, mate, and welcome to the chat. Welcome again. Welcome. So yeah, we start, right? I think we have 21 people here, so that's a really good number. Let's start with whatever I want to show you. So today we are going to learn more about Vim Essentials. Vim is actually a very nice text editor that is scary, kind of like everybody doesn't know what to do when they see Vim. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna just hop this here down, right? And for the people who are watching on Twitch, I think it's fine. It's just on the right for the screen. All right. So I hope that you see the screen behind me, like everything that you see here is really good. If not, I will zoom in more. So in the chat, just write zoom if you need me to zoom in more. Otherwise, we start, right? Nice. All right, cool. How long did it take you to use Vim commands and just use a new Vim in general? It took me around 2 months to do this, and 2 months with the new keyboard. With the last keyboard that I had, I started just 1 week. I got used to it like with a normal keyboard, and then I switched to the Kinesis, this keyboard, which is, I have one on the right and one on the left. It's an Ergo keyboard, and it took me then around 2 months. Yeah, because it was kind of like the keyboard slowed me down. I had like, I don't know, like 2 weeks just to get good with with typing, and then to move to actually the topic of new Vim itself. Yeah, but 2 months is too long. Yeah, and also I think you can do it in 1 month if you are very familiar with typing. And also you need to know that you need to configure this stuff along the way, actually. So let's say you can take up to 6 months to type 100 words in a minute, like 100 RPM we call it. And then you will be able also to exercise on a lot of shortcuts. Yeah. Hey, do you know maybe a solution when I lost my password for an open office file? I think you can fix that with zip. I think there is like this file generator that can break anything for you, but nowadays it's really hard to download something without a Trojan. So go and find a way with WinRAR or zip, ZZip, to actually break that. But I have no idea how to do it because I really forgot. All right, let's start. Did you practice or jump straight into learning Vim blindly? I actually jumped into learning it blindly, and it was a very strange move from me because I never do that. I always want to be safe, and I had 2 jobs at the time, and with the 2 jobs I had a lot of troubles because they were waiting for me to do stuff, right? And I was like, okay, I don't care, I would just learn through the way, and I was super slow. Even like my PRs started to slow me down. Like my colleagues said, like I didn't push anything for like a week, but it was really funny. Yeah. All right, cool. So I want to just go through into this first and explain everything. Nobody said Zoom in the chat, so I hope that you all can see, right? I will zoom in one more just for the sake of it, and that's it. Then we will be hiding this behind me so we can code, as you see, and then it would be fine. If you have any questions, please write it in the chat. All right, guys, thank you a lot. Let's start, and don't forget to follow up. All right, so in Vim you have a lot of stuff to know, right? Let me actually do this in Excalibur because I think, oh, I typed the wrong stuff. In Excalibur here, do I have something here? Yeah, I have a lot of things to delete. So there is one thing that you need to know, guys, that Vim has versions like of typing, right? It has the visual mode, that's what you will be actually on by default. It has the insert mode, right? It has other modes as well, but we are not gonna talk about them right now because these two what are we are interested in right now, and we want kind of like to focus on completely. All right, so in visual mode, usually you will do V, you press V, the letter V, basically not the capital letter V, and here you press I to go that, so both lowercase, right? So whenever you insert, you can go into insert mode with I. When you press I, you will go on top of the letter you are on, basically, and start typing, which means one step before it. So if you have, for example, the word dog, and you are on the O, when you press I, you will start writing literally after the D, right? Which is really cool, and I think the letter I is not the only way that you get into also the insert mode, but also there is A, right? Yeah, we are discussing Vim. Yeah. So yeah, we have also the letter A in lowercase. Yeah. So here, as I prepared for you this stuff, you can find that you can enter insert mode by pressing I, but also you can enter insert mode by pressing A, and you can think of it as the word append. All right, you append after the position you are at. There is also the letter like capital A that will always push you on the end of the line, and the letter I, which is also I but capital letter, it will also push you for the first letter of the line. So think about it that you always with I go left and with A go right. Okay, there is the O's, two O's, lowercase and uppercase, and both of them are really interesting because in this way you find out that with O you can always go a line ender, but if you do capital O, you will go always a line up, right? So that's really amazing because the moment you learn these four, you actually can start typing. You don't have any problem with that. But the problem that will be left for you is to know, for example, what is visual block mode and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't think that I should show you that now. It just makes things more complicated. So let's skip these for now. Just know that whenever you want to replace a line, you can do capital R. So whenever you want to start replacing anything, you just do capital R and it will start replacing through the line that you are in. All right, cool. So now these are the kind of stuff that I think everybody asks about, which are the command for exiting Vim, because if you ever used Vim before, you will have a lot of trouble exiting. Like sometimes when you do a rebase or something and you want to cancel the whole thing, you cannot exit because you are already writing your commit message, and you'll be like, hey, how can I exit this? What should I do to exit Vim, right? So the first thing to know that W for Vim means save. So if you put like a colon here like this, like 2 points or whatever you call them, you will be able actually to start giving commands to Vim. And in this section, if you actually write a W, you will be actually writing the file, and that's W for write, and then you will be saving without exiting basically. But for the other part of it, if you do WA, you will send and then exit. A for basically just quitting. Q as well for quitting. And yeah, I mean, there is a possibility for you to also do Q bang. The bang is actually to discard everything, and even though don't save nothing, just get me the hell out of here. And there is a WQ for saving and exiting, the X for also save and exiting, so it's just does the same. And there is the WQA, but WQA kind of like writes and then saves and then quit all open files, because you have sometimes on Vim or NeoVim these kind of plugins that you can open multiple files, so that will do for you as well. So yeah, I mean, the most interesting part is the W, and the second one is just the queue to quit. I see now like some of the questions on the comments, and most of them are like, but what about visual code? Why not to edit code in the IDE then upload to the server? Simple. That's something I think it's different, right? It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're building a project just for the sake of fun, you can even upload it, I don't know, in a Blueberry or Raspberry Pi or whatever. So it doesn't matter, right? What does matter is that you are having or setting goals already before you start coding. And if your goal is actually to take your code to the public, then you need probably to learn about DevOps and certain stuff, right? So yeah, let's define our goals and priorities and requirements before we start coding, because that's what makes a good developer. It's just like setting up goals. Yeah. Hey, Susie again on the chat. That's nice to see you again. Nice that you joined. Yeah, so today we are actually talking about Vim or NVim or NeoVim or whatever you call it, guys. I have like a cheat sheet behind me, and I think that I didn't talk fairly about what we have for visual block and stuff, but I think it's not really necessary, right? Yeah. So what's the difference between Vim and VS Code? Ikai or Iki, I don't know how to read your name, guy, but I think I can answer your question. VS Code is made by Microsoft. It's a full program, full with extensions. It has plugins. It's an IDE, integrated development environment, right? But Vim and NVim is just a text editor. It's just a text editor made like by some guy in the 80s, and just to edit your text. Basically, Vim is equal to Notepad, right? But the only thing is that if you are really into it and you want to kind of like learn Vim and how to exit it, because now if you use Git, sometimes you get stuck into Vim, right? So it's cool sometimes, even like for a show off, to learn just how to do edit text in the Linux-based environments, like terminal-based environments as well. So yeah, if you learn Vim, it's really hard to go away from it because it's really fun. It's like a game, as I said. It has like some description commands that you can learn, and they will be your hotkeys to navigate and to do a lot of stuff. So why not code with it? And what we're having here with NeoVim is just kind of like a setup or a configuration that I set up like 2 months ago, and I put there all the things that I think are necessary for me to learn it, and it helped me out. I mean, it helped me out to be more productive, to use the keyboard, and to actually just sit in one place where I have only one screen and I can do everything, lazy git, and I have the LSPs installed and everything, every plugin that I need though. So yeah, just simple as that. Let me read more of the comments. Yeah, I think Vim is mostly used in VM environments where you can install IDEs. Is it true? Yeah, you can. True. All right, that's really nice. Yarko actually answered one of the questions that I would probably answer later, but what he means here is probably if you are having, for example, a terminal to your VPS and you need to check your app and there is some logs. How can you check them? You can check them with Vim or edit them with Vim, for example. So you don't need there, or you don't even have the UI or the GUI, we call it, for certain IDEs to be opened in there. So you just do Vim, and it helps. Yeah. I will not talk about Vim because I don't know anything about it. That's what Susie said. I mean, yeah, you don't have to know much, but you can discuss with us at least. Do you play Hearts of Iron 4? What's this game? I don't know what it is. Yeah. In Linux, you'll use it often. All right, true. The full IDE could not be available sometimes. Yeah, you're talking maybe about IntelliJ, WebStorm, and these kind of stuff. They make you pay sometimes to use their standard versions. But VS Code is free, and I like VS Code that it's there for free. And I think it's really cool to have, for example, extensions, plugins, but also we are talking about machines and RAMs and stuff like that. Sometimes if you open Docker and blah, 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 things will happen to be a mess. So with Vim, I really like to do my stuff. So the dotted lines, you mean the, yeah, under the These curly braces, yeah, these dotted lines actually are just for scope, what we call scope. Yeah, it's really amazing. And also I have a configuration for the lines. So if I move, you see always that I see the line in orange on the left, but also I have numbers on top, and that makes no sense. Why 10 on top and 10 on the bottom? That's because if I want to jump 10 lines, I just do 10J and I go there. Or if I want to do the opposite, for example, let's say if I want to select 10 up, I just do Shift V for selection mode, or for the V line mode, and then I go 10 and then K for up, basically, and then you will go up like that, and you can delete directly with D. Then the thing is that why you are actually using H, J, K, and L for Vim. Do anybody know in the chat why do you use H, J, K, and L for navigation in Vim? Anybody knows? I can show you though. I will hide my screen just to search for it while you are guys checking, and then I will show you. Yeah. Yeah. I think I will just do a lot of we will have some nostalgia. Oh, I actually didn't find the image that I'm trying to find. Yeah. All right, I found something. Yeah, I found something. All right, anybody guessed? Let's see, let's see. Generally, men showing their favorite apps are adorable. Thank you very much. I'm getting problem to get some results from Python script. Can you help? Man, DM me if I can help, I will. All right, so I will share my screen here. Behind me is actually old keyboard, very old one. And what you see here, before we didn't have actually the arrow keys separate. So I don't know where and when the arrow keys were introduced, but I think in the 2000 kind of. So before the 2000s, we had the left on the H, the bottom arrow basically with the J or the G, I'm not sure, it depends where you are from. This is with the K, and this is with the L, the right side with L. So it was like this. If you want to use that, you need, I think, to click Shift, or I think there was another button called functional, or FN, basically, next to the Shift here or next to the Control. So the fun part, that was where the arrows are, and the little that you know, yeah, that's it. Which is really kind of a new thing for some people. They don't know that these kind of keyboards existed. Yeah, it's kind of fun. But yeah, they did, and that's why in Vim, or in anywhere you go Vim environments, you will have that arrows on there. Oh, okay, Susie remembers. Nice. Lab of Taste followed. Thank you a lot, mate. All right, guys. Today we are trying actually to reach out to the 5K mark, so let's do it. All right, cool. So yeah, I can show you more stuff now. So there is like we go back to our Vim Essentials. And the Vim Essentials, now we are going back to talk about the commands. All right, so anybody knows any of these commands or use them before, you can type that in the chat if you did, because it's interesting. I would like to know how many people in the chats are actually familiar with Vim. This is a very good question from Living the Dream, or the Bean. What should I do while I embed my code base? Well, it depends where you are wanting actually to embed it. Vim Warrior here. Oh yeah, now we are having the Vim guys joining. That's cool. Okay, everybody, a round of applause for Sean for joining. Sean is our OG developer. with Ruby on Rails, I think. Sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah, he's one of the OGs, and respect to our veteran. So basically, we are talking today about Vim, okay? Oh, okay. So the being said, embedding code base for LLM. I actually have no idea about that. I might be actually clueless. C sharp netcore. Yes, yes, Sean. Yeah, you are the C sharp guy, but the B, uh, yeah, we have two of you guys, veterans in the chat, so I always mix up with you. All right, so we are going to talk a little bit about commands. I think everybody does Vim, knows these, but it's also good to mention them. I will also now talk about them, so for the sake of it, maybe later to just snap a video out of this live stream and make it like a normal video on the channel. So yeah, I wrote out actually what they mean, and these are actually because I copied some configs from the internet, and I also added my configs on the bottom. So you can start out with saying there is this W command. If you ever actually use Git before and you try to rebase or something, or cancel your rebasing stuff, you will actually always stuck in Vim, right? So the W is for saving. Maybe you want to save a commit message, but also the Q bang is mostly used for quit and discard. And the bang basically is just to discard, like get me the hell out of here. The WA actually is very interesting because you can save all open files, but you don't exit. So W for saving, the A for not exit, just stay here. And why we are saying open files? Because sometimes you have so simple extensions to actually let you open multiple files. As you see on my terminal on top, actually I have like a tabulation installed for my NeoVim. Yeah, there is a WQ for save and quit, which is easy. Now it's also known by X, just to exit with a command. And the double point or the colon or whatever you call this, I actually don't know, is to just give the command. So all the commands will start with that, and then you give the name of the command. And then one of the most famous ones as well is WQA for saving, quitting all open files, and then boom, like get me the hell out of here. Kind of. Yeah, this is amazing. And then we kind of like talked a bit about the arrow commands and why they are actually very important. And we showed a very good picture actually of a very old keyboard. I think one of you guys will know this, why we are navigating with H, J, K, and L. And that's because the arrows before didn't exist in certain keyboards. I don't know in Mac OS users and what happened in Mac, but what I remember in Europe and Russia and basically, yeah, also Asia, they had this kind of like QWERTY keyboard where the arrows are there. And this actually explains why you are navigating with H, J, K, and L. Also, if you something that is not really important, if you played Devil May Cry before, you will be able to use GKLI for navigation as well. So you will be familiar with these as well on the PC if you played video games before. All right, so that's it for navigation actually. Now we will move to another section for the movements within a line. These are actually very important. I showed you the basic ones on top, like the uppercase A, the lowercase a, and O, also uppercase, lowercase, and then we have the I with uppercase and lowercase as well. Both of them, both of these, actually not both, like all these 6 are actually enough for you to start doing NeoVim, right? And I think it's really cool to start basic. And for me, if you ask me how did you start and what did you do to start, I honestly just threw myself like that and started to learn. I didn't care about doing mistakes. I still do mistakes till now. Sometimes I write or I click G or Z by mistake and I end up like moving the file up or down, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just what matters here is just you actually getting used to it with time, right? It takes you a while, especially if you use like an ergo keyboard, but you'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Also, dump pipeline takes files for my sins. Sean. All right. Then when AWSD keys were introduced, I think that the AWSD keys were introduced just because they are close to the shift, and they were actually more of a navigation for gaming, like. And I don't think we used that for anything in code or maybe IDE environmental stuff. I think it was just for gaming because you have your thumb on the space, and then you can use these, and with your whatever you call this finger, pinky, yeah, I don't know, on the shift, and that's it. I mean, yeah, it should be like Call of Duty or wherever. I mean, I will search that AWSD when it was introduced. I mean, I don't wanna give you like a very wrong kind of thing. When did PC gamers first start using? It should be a Call of Duty game. Quake. So Quake. That's it. FPS game. And Doom. So they were actually the first, I think, popularized by Quake, by first seen in Wizardry, or I don't know what is this, in the 80s, man. Okay, another FPS game from the 80s that I didn't know about. Interesting, very interesting. Wow, cool to know. I mean, now we know, right? Yeah. So let's go back to our cheat sheet, and we kind of like move on with this to the movement within a line. Yeah, it was in the 80s, I think. As we said, like a game called Wizardry or something. Are based on statically data. What buttons are used more frequently? Interesting. Interesting. Are you configuring NeoVim? Skanderbeg answered. Yeah. Actually, we are not configuring right now. We are just learning about it. Okay. So if you do know NeoVim, you know exactly that I can do this. So for example, now I am on this small line here, right? I know that I will show you some tricks, right? If I press V, you will see on the bottom I have some configuration actually popping up. But can you see this? I'm not sure. 1 second. Yeah, you can see that. Right, cool. So when I press that, I will, and then I for inside, and then I will do bracket. So I'm saying V, which is for selection, and then inside the bracket, then it will select everything inside the bracket. If I press C, I will be changing that, which means I am on type mode already, on insert mode. If I do VIW again, is like VIW is like just delete certain word, like only the word that is in front of me, or like select the first word that comes in front, and then you can do whatever. For example, C to edit, or maybe D to delete. So now, for example, if I am inside this TS and I want only to edit this TS, I will do V inside word, and now it's not brackets, it's not whatever, it's just the word that I'm on, and then I will see it. I will just change it, right? So these are kind of like navigation stuff. But what if you want just to go in the beginning of the line? That's with a capital letter I. If you want to go like at the end of the line, you just go with the shift and then you press the $sign. Actually not familiar where it's stated. I have like split keyboard and I sometimes need to look for that. So yeah, that's it for like one line movement, right? You can do a lot of stuff like find closing bracket, or maybe you do capital F for find backwards, and then you will find backwards the opening bracket. And then if you are on the bracket and you press percentage, you will jump between them, which is really cool. And then if you are here, let's say, and you want to edit the whole line, you press C once for change, and then it will tell you, do you want to change the whole line, press C again, and then you start. And as you see, I didn't start from here, I started from here, which means that indentation actually is also read by Vim, which is really powerful. Imagine that, like I didn't even touch the mouse, which is really cool, right? People still don't know how to exit Vim, just use Nano. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure, but not Nano for editing, right? Or as an IDE, right? What keyboard are you using? Yami asked. So I'm using the Kinesis. It's a very powerful one. It's a bit expensive. I think it's so much overrated for the price, but it's worth it. if you pay it. But worth it also as ergonomically proven that this is one of the best ergonomic keyboards that docs also say, yeah, get it because it's really good for your hands and nerves or whatever. But yeah, it's in the $450 mark. If you are in Europe, you will get it around 600 euros, which is too much for it. But I actually didn't care much. I was like, yeah, I like this keyboard, I will get it, right? And that's it. Yeah. All right. So I won't be answering actually other questions that are outside of Vim right now, just to move on and learn as much as we can so we don't stale our stuff. So if you have a question about Vim, please ask. Otherwise, let's not get out of that topic. It would be nice to actually finish this cheat sheet today, right? So yeah, as we said, we have a $sign to move the cursor to the end of the line. We have also, when you press 0, you will go always to the beginning of the line, which is also cool because then you will be able actually to move smoothly between end of line and beginning of the line, end of line and beginning of the line. Here, this is new actually, and it is when you click this non-blank character or whatever. Yeah, it's not called non-blank, but it does take you to the first non-blank character, which means that if I go here now and I press that chapeau or 6 or whatever, shift 6, it will just go to the always to the first one. But otherwise, if I do 0, actually it will go also to the first line. Let me try that. First word in the line. No, actually to the far beginning of the line, so it will start here. So yeah, cool. So if you want just go to F, you just do that. If you want to go by the end of the line and start inserting, you press A. Nice, capital A actually, and you start inserting here, or capital I to start inserting here. Yeah. And now if you want just go there, you just do $sign and you don't have to start inserting, or shift 6 and you go there and you don't start inserting. Cool. I mean, these are really cool stuff. Yeah, so to find the next occurrence in a character, you do F for find. And if you want to go backward while finding, you just do capital F, which is really straight to the point, right? It's really straight to the point, really nice. This, I can say that it's kind of like two words, so you don't want actually to move forward on top of the selection. So if I want, for example, to go here on top of this actually tick, so I will do like this, F and that tick. But the thing is that I will be on top of it, but what if I want just to be before it, right? I will just press T, so I will just be with before it with one letter. And therefore, if I press A, I can do edit in there as well. Yeah, it's really handy, but I don't use it much. I usually do F and then I go to find the letter that I want, because that's probably easier than doing that backwards. Yeah. That's it. And capital T, always doing the opposite, kind of like if you are moving forward, you can go backwards with capital T. Yeah. This is for the next and this is for the previous. So basically, let's say if you are here and you want to find the first star, right? You are on the first star, but you want to go to the next one, you just do semicolon, semicolon. And if you want to go back, you do comma, comma, right? And that will help you, because then it is really needy, because comes in handy. Here you do F again and then slash, for example, F slash, and then you know that there is no other slash. So if you do next for that, you will get no slashes in that line. But if I want, for example, to search the letter T, I know that there is 2, so I go here and it will show me the next one. I will just go comma and it will go to the previous one. Cool. Nice. I mean, very interesting to know. Yeah, so he's asked what is about the dependency injection, and Sean answered, allows you to control lifetimes of objects and inject types. A lot of resources online. Actually, also the dependency injection, when it comes to JavaScript, depends also on the type of packages and modular functions that we are using. So you don't want to use something that you don't need. And also it allows you to control the app, so you don't do extra stuff. Yeah, it's more about resources, as Sean said. It depends. Yeah. All right, so word sequence of letter digits and then this. Okay, wow, I don't remember this much, but word movements are really not that handy though, because sometimes you understand what kind of words, special characters, if you are going to select them or not. So here, the word in like a word in Vim is just a sequence of letters, right? And it can be also digits and underscores and anything else. So here, if I just do v word, it will select everything like that is special until that t, right? Why it didn't do the whole thing? Because then there comes like the W, like the capital W. If you want to select the whole thing, you just do W, right? Capital W. So then it will go select everything that is not separated by a space. So everything but not a space. What language is this? We are actually just talking about Vim now, but what you see behind me is just JavaScript ESLint config. Yeah. So W to move the cursor word by word, and that's what you do. So here I am on file, I will do word, and it will be this colon. Here I will be also on the bracket, here I will be on the T, here I will be on the comma, here I will be on the T. So I'm moving word by word. If it was like if paragraph, let's say for example, hi, I am Sean, I will go for example to the beginning of the line now with 0. And the thing is, what will happen now is that if I do word, it will be always HIAS. So always the beginning of the line. If you want to go to the end of the word, it will be IIMN. And that's it. That's how it is basically. So yeah, but what if actually you click capital W here? It will also move the same because there is no special characters here. So if I do now a special character there and I do W, it will move on. So it counted this as not a normal word itself, because if I press W only, it will go there. But if I press capital W, it will go to the next directly. So it will skip the space. Nice. I mean, yeah, with time you will get used to it even better. Yeah, so B to move backwards, like cursor backwards to start of the word. And E is actually to move the cursor forward, but also the end of the word. Let me show you. So let's get back this hi, I'm Sean. So now if I click B for backwards, always in the beginning of the word. But if I do E, oh, it's actually BE, yeah. It would be always, I think, E, right? Y is doing E forward. Ah, yeah, E for the end of the word, but forward. Then you need, I think, to do GE, 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 GE. I don't know why, but I think I have it changed in my config. Yeah, I have it changed in my config, but I also, you can see it here. Yeah. Nice question. Do I have to know programming to do DevOps? Yes, you need to. You need to at least to know a few common languages for the terminal stuff like Bash, like maybe how to configure YAML files, like also maybe one model function like Java, something like that, so you can start with. Ever used the X11 feature on Vim? Used to blow my mind using the editor in the Windows VLN. Yeah, I do use that, and all the tools actually that comes in handy, they are really very good. For example, I have Brew installing like all the extensions that I need, like fuzzy find. I have them. I think I can show it. Let me, if I actually take off the screen and yeah, here as well, and I just press there like FF, you will see all the files. You see, all these are the files that are actually installed via the repo, and it just goes into like the current working directory and tells me what do you want. And also fuzzy find has this grep basically. So if I do like now utils, it will start to grep, right? Which is really cool, because if I do OGG, it will just grab the files that I want, and I will move between them with Control K or Control J. Control J for down, Control K for up. All right, it's really nice, really neat. I think this is fuzzy find, FZF. There is also rip grep. Rip grep is one of the good things. So if I do space fs, I will be able now to search words. So if I do Sean, actually I didn't save, so let me save first, and then I do Sean. Yeah, you will see there it's the first file. I think it's behind my head. So it's in the ESLint. Hi, I'm Sean, basically here. Yeah, so that's really cool. I mean, yeah, I used to kind of like get them to work together, but I lately started to just chill on that and learn the other stuff that matters. Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, it's a really nice thing to learn. Marzina asked, how can I start, like from really the beginning? To start coding, you always need to know your goals. I will always say this because you need to know. Do you want to build a web app? You can comment in the chat. What do you want to build? A web app, an iOS app, an Android app? And I will try with all my efforts to actually answer you where to start. Handy for skimming logs. Yep, very handy for tailing, catting, skimming, wherever doing. Like, I honestly love it. Yeah, did I show you also the lazy git part? I configured the lazy git last time to go into my remotes like this. So you see, and I go into Origin and I know exactly what I have into Origin, and I can see other people code. And very funny enough, look at this. If I just type something like this, for example, okay, I will type something that makes sense, right? So I don't get, I will just type console, and start doing that again and again. So the thing is that if I just do this, and then I'll just start doing it everywhere. Ah, okay. I'll just paste it. Okay. So you see this on the left here, you see this kind of line, green line that is actually not understanding what we are typing right now. That is for hunk. So if you do Control H, you will say, hey, I want to blame this. I can actually blame this guy who did this. Because it's not committed yet, I cannot blame that. So this was one of the best things that I did, because because I honestly it started kind of like to know who did this, who did that. I need to blame this because this is really bad. And I configured the lazy git to do that, which is really cool. All right, now answering Marzina for what she wants to do. She said that she wants to build something easy. Well, then start with Python, and not really. You know what? You are the only person that I would say start with HTML and CSS and then JavaScript. Because HTML, CSS, you will be starting to enjoy CSS maybe for coloring your text and stuff like that. You make your own website and you start from there. You will really love it. So do that, HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript, and search YouTube. There is this guy called the Net Ninja. You will love him. He's really having a lot of good courses for HTML, CSS, and you will do it. Yeah. Love the no blame culture, but the who done it question. I mean, yeah, I think the Git way to say who done it is the word blame, right? So Git blame or Git hunk blame or something like that. It's just simply that, right? And that's it. I like that people actually are following up with Sean. So yeah, I think it's called git blame. I'm not sure actually, but let me just do Control H. I have it like a blame line, a diff this line. Okay, preview hunk. I can do the preview then, or then I can do just a toggle line blame. Let me do that in another way. Okay, so then I will just undo everything, save, and then go here, for example, and just do that. H and then toggle line blame. It just showed me. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my gosh, I need to find something very easy to sell, to share. So I'll do it again, and then come on, blame this line. No, it doesn't want to do it. It showed it, but then it's, yeah, so you see there it shows you 1 month ago, first commit. So here instead of the U, it will show the name of the person. Yeah, nice. I mean, yeah, I won't do it, but I actually configure some stuff that are really cool as well, like how to commit without going to Git at all, like something like that. Do you ever tried Kotlin though? Yeah, I tried Kotlin and I work with it at work, but I don't want to really kind of like go into it in more depth. Like the only thing that I use for Kotlin is to understand the classes that other people do, and maybe add like a strict kind of I don't know, attribute or something for certain classes, and also maybe change, like writing some modular functions or writing some methods for certain stuff. And also I go there maybe to migrate in IntelliJ. Sometimes I migrate some of the tables, which is not Kotlin. This is just like I'm talking in general. And that's it, what I do in the backend basically. Usually I'm in the front, yeah. But then they changed master domain to keep people happy. Do you know, Sean, why they did that? Do you know why there is like a reason for changing like master to main? I actually don't know. I don't know if I actually ever came through that. Yeah. It offended people. You know what? Today I read something on LinkedIn about the guy who literally started a whole like I don't know how to call it, like I don't even have a word for it. Like they don't like something on the internet and they start blaming one person and trying to cancel it. Riot, they started a riot kind of. So this guy said he's like a German. He does have nothing to do with the politics, let's say, of the US or Trump or whatever. He started like a why democracy matters kind of stuff. And then I commented, just because I honestly think that this is really getting out of hand. Some guy creates something and we are all trying to cancel him for no reason. I mean, isn't this like very opinionated? Isn't this when you try to think that everything is about you and you should be okay with whatever other people say, otherwise they're offending you, so you are the main character and everybody lives to please you? Isn't this insane, kind of? So yeah, what if, I mean, for me, whenever I suck at something and I say, okay, I need to learn it, I don't say, oh, this guy is a fucked up guy, why should I learn what he does, or whatever. I always just humble myself, and I try to learn something. But these people, man, I don't like LinkedIn anymore. I think LinkedIn more is about the bling bling now kind of thing, the Instagram of professionals, and I really hate it. I like also the guys that are just on LinkedIn sharing knowledge. That's amazing. Like, that's what is LinkedIn for. You using Next? No, I'm using React for this project. Yeah. I mean, there is this, do you know the saying? There is a saying that says, my freedom ends when other freedoms begins, right? I will show you. I found this article. I will try to read like very fast from it, just to be on the same page. Yeah, in Arabic we say حريتي تنتهي عندما تبدأ حرية الغير, which means my freedom ends when other people's freedom start, right? And the thing is that this thing is said by John Stuart Mill, and he's a very known guy. I think he's from I'm not sure where he's from. I guess in UK. And this guy literally was advocate for women's rights, was like a harm principle and individual like freedom guy, support free speech, everything is like 100%. And he was born in the early 1800s, I think. But the thing is that the same guy who is good for everything, he has an opinion. He thought once in a book of his, he said, I justify colonialism or something like that because I think the British, when they go to somewhere, they are not yet civilized. And I think at that time he was talking about India. He said, we government can help people, can help other nation progress, right? And nobody cancelled him for that. It's just an opinion. People read it, said he's wrong, trashed him with like 2 articles and moved on. And the book is still selling. I mean, nobody cares, right? But he was good. We remember him with the good stuff, right? Now, like you see, Elon Musk did a lot of stuff for the good of the people. We take what he did good and forget about what he did with his like hand or whatever on a on a speech. Yeah. So people are very opinionated nowadays. You need to just chill, guys. Chill. Hi, Juan, one of the OGs of the chat as well. How are you today? We are actually learning about Vim stuff. Yeah. I asked her actually. I think I was actually. You were in the comments there. I think I received the message, but I didn't read it. I will probably later on do that. Um, but you know what? I actually would love me some collabs. I would like to actually see if I can do some collabs with some of the people. But you know what? The Net Ninja guy followed me today, and I was really no yesterday, and I was really happy. Yeah, because that he has like 2 million or 1.7 million on YouTube, and he's like here watching the live stream. I'm like, huh, okay, interesting. So we have some chance to go, right? I'm doing good, and how about you? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Sean said it's like Uncle Bob. He sort of got cancelled for being a Trump/gun crazy. Yeah, even like like the guy from Kung Fu Panda. What is his name? Kung Fu Panda. No, Jack Black. Sorry, Jack Black just said like a weird joke someday about Trump or something like that, and he got cancelled. And people are saying boycott Kung Fu Panda 4 or something. He's a bad person or something like that. No, boycott because I think he signed for another Kung Fu. I think Kung Fu Panda 5 or something. They are boycotting it before it even gets filmed, you know? People are no chilled nowadays. Yeah. Do you have time to watch any movies? Honestly, lately, no. But I have a series that I really liked. I watched with my wife not so long ago. It's called Alice in Borderlands. And it's like literally playing a video game. Yeah, it's like literally playing a video game, and you really like it a lot. Please watch it, Alice in Borderlands. Yeah, it's really nice. AEB, I think, or AIB, the short for Alice in Borderlands. But yeah, there is like 2 seasons, and they are going to do a third season as well. Oh, we have a new chatter. He said use Vite and Biome. Yeah, nice. I mean, what is Biome? Is it? Ah, yeah, the new node thingy. I heard about that. Yeah, Biome.js. Yeah, the tool chain for the web. Yeah, it's just like a fast formatter, but I think I'll stick with Vite. Yeah. Nice. Sean, what do you mean by happy to contribute? Do you want to join for a collab as well? Maybe we'll do something together, like we try to interview some juniors and we just give them the hardest questions ever. Yeah, could collaborate if you'd like, but I don't have an online profile. Yeah, man, we don't need to have you an online profile. We can just make like a video trash on JavaScript or something like that, or talking about, or maybe it's gonna be cool. You know what? It's gonna be good. What to do? We do Clash of Code. Do you know, guys, what is Clash of Code? It's like this website that you go into, and we all try to solve like a JavaScript problem or whatever. You can use any language, and who will be the fastest wins, basically. Yeah, we can do good cop, bad cop. Nice. Yeah, we can do that. I have no problem actually. I will. I'll search for your profiles later, Sean and Juan, and maybe I'll send you my Discord, and we can talk more. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna keep streaming for years doing this or whatever, but yeah, it's also good to keep friends nowadays, and yeah, and we probably talk about work or whatever in our month. So yeah, use Fortran. What is that? Fortran. Is this guy chatting with ChatGPT and throwing us some comments in the chat? And by the way, joking, you can do that as well. No one uses COBOL and Fortran. You know, I saw a COBOL interview, not an interview, a COBOL job post for, I mean, this for Europe it's high, okay, but for other countries like the US it's nothing, like for 10k brutto or something like that. And that's really high for a COBOL engineer, because usually you will find like a senior developer here with like 6k brutto or something like that, 6 to 7 max, like, and he lives like a king. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, but in France COBOL is very used by banking. Is there any reason why it's actually used by banking a lot? I don't know that. Ralpha said it's snipped. I don't know what is that. What is snip, mate? Fortran is a long nose that was programmed on punch cards. Holy moly, what? A third generation compiled imperative programming language that is specially suited to the numerical computation and scientific compute. And this is probably good for prognosis system, maybe to know when rain comes or whatever, for computing some mathematical models or whatever. If it uses extensively like numerical stuff, then it will be really good. But does the average developer knows about this? I don't think. Yeah. Nice. Legacy system stuff. Yeah. Okay, so COBOL used to do that in ARAG. I think this is a very known company, or what exactly is ARAG? Am I actually getting schooled today? Yeah. It's Rechtsschutzversicherung. I have, yeah, it's like a big company for insurances or whatever. Yeah, true. Why is React so hard to learn? I think React, you will fall in love with it when you do the to-do list app. But then when you try to build something real with it, you will go into the prop hell, and that's why Solid.js or Svelte nowadays. Svelte, man, is like epic. I tried it like 2 streams ago or 3 streams ago, and I was really liking it. Like, there is this bind function for binding inputs. I was like, what the hell, why we don't have that in TypeScript or JavaScript or whatever. It was really amazing. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, in React I meant, by JavaScript. How have you interest in Web3 stack? What do you think? I have no interest in Web3, honestly. I feel like it's good for people who are interested in crypto and stuff, but for me, no. Old lang and people scared to change it. Yes, 100%. So if it's a legacy and it works, then nobody touched it. That's like the first rule of engineers. Don't touch what it works, what does work. Every big site is suffering. You know when people will move away from React? If tomorrow we wake up and found out that Reddit moved away and Netflix moved away, we will probably be okay. But the moment Airbnb or, I don't know, one of the big companies that uses React says today want to React, like, I will lose my job instantly, because people are just living the hype. Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Today I tried to refactor. This is really funny. I will actually show you what I did. I actually don't have it on this computer, but I'll try to explain it. Okay. This is the most funny problem that I ever did this year. Okay. I started the year with a very funny thing. All right. So I have a graph. Okay. All right. This graph has the time as the x-axis. All right. And the y-axis, I need, like, I have a battery, and in this battery there's periods and there is functions. This battery actually uses methanol to work and turns this methanol into water. Okay, so when it does that, it probably needs a bit of heating. So one of the ports that does that, port, which means that one of the engines inside this small battery, it's not a small one, it's like a car battery, right, will be working with a function of temperature, right? At some point it will switch that to maybe another door of like a fan. So it generates now kinetic energy or something like that, and it just stops this so it doesn't overheat. There is these ports are called the IO ports, we call them. All right, so the IO ports. This is IO1, IO2, IO3, and IO4, right? So each time, it changes the function, and you will see then this graph will be like periods, right? IO2 started as a fan and then switched it to temp. This one started with petrol, let's say, and then was off for like a period of time, and then started doing like some other stuff, right? Water, like engine or something like that. So it's a really interesting graph. And I was thinking, how can I do this, right? So I went tack, 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 and I moved about it a bit. Let me just get this higher. Oops. No, how? Not me. This one. I moved everything but the one that I want to move up. Okay. So, yeah. So the thing is that with this graph, I needed something to think about. So I said, okay, look at this. I will need X, the first X, which is a timestamp. I will need the second X too, which is also a timestamp, right? So when it started, when it ended. The funny part, to know that you are here or here or here or here, my graph always will return about, like the backend will always say true, true, but also with the same function, right? The moment it say false, know that you stopped. So here we have false, 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 and then another true started here until it meets another false, kind of, right? So I was like, you know what? I am very smart. I wouldn't do something like very complicated. I will just, whenever I meet, I start with a map and I say the first value of the map is true. So it's working. Means that the graph will be like tack, 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 tack until it meets a false. That's correct. Everything is good. And then I had a very big array with x1s, x2, x1s, x2, like that, right? It was really, really big one, but I had everything encapsulated. It's on its own array. So I had to add also the name, so I know what is to type in that IO port, the name of the port, right? So then I have for each IO an array of like that, like these of brackets of object basically. And in each object I have x1, x2, and the name, right? And I was like, okay, but I checked high charts for this then, and I found out that high chart doesn't accept like multiple arrays of stuff. Okay, I thought that every array will be grouped by its name, right? But it doesn't do that. So what you need to do is just to open and spread all the other arrays. So the mini arrays, you will spread them dot dot dot. Here also dot dot dot, and here dot dot dot. If you don't know this, this is to spread 3 dots or JavaScript. Everything was smooth. The moment that I returned this, I found myself returning a temp payload, which is the big array, dot flat, and it didn't work. I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, let me try dot flat again, and then it worked. You see my mistake here? Who knows my mistake? My mistake is that I did a lot of computation while I could actually make it faster, but I ended up doing like overcomplicating my function to the point that at the end, to read the values, I need to flatten the array twice, and therefore to use maybe a reduce or something on top of this to do it. So this is ugly. When people see this, they will reject it. My PR basically, right? So I went back home. I stopped working and I went back home. Now it's a story, right? I mean, a story of my life. I mean, that's everyday job for me. That's everyday job, yeah. Array and array. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen. That's what was the mistake. And then, yeah, cool. Yeah, actually, I read Juan now said that GitHub is using React. The moment that probably GitHub, that's the big comment. That's maybe top one. The moment GitHub will move away, we're done. All of us done. Yeah. All right, buddy. Going to head out. Have a lovely evening. Thanks, Juan. Tech goes round in circles. When I started front end, it was bad to use JS. Now we use it all the time. Okay, but what did it use? PHP or something, or maybe something like back and front end compatibility kind of stuff? Are you good at algo? Yeah, I'm good, but yeah, I think I whenever I lead code, there is like an interview process of my life happens every 2 years or 3 years, where I try to actually get into a new job or something like that, and that's when I get good at it and then forget everything and start again from zero. Is this front end? Yes, it is. Arrays and array. Yeah, that's what happens, Yarko. I think you already humbled me. Did you read books in English to learn English? No, I play video games usually to learn English, and I like the dramatic kind of video games like The Witcher, Dead Redemption, these adventurous games where you actually learn the character names and start actually to play a lot. So I didn't think that I have bad. I started with a heavy Arab accent basically, but then my accent started to fade away because I started to talk like the video game characters. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to go down rabbit holes. Everybody does it. Yeah. But if I used Copilot, I wouldn't go in any of these. But it's bad. That's why it's bad. You give it input, output, and it does everything for you. I mean, what is then you won't enjoy it, right? Yeah. React will have a new function. What is the new function for React that it will have? Maybe the use function. Did you hear, guys, of the use function of React? There is like this new thing called use. It actually make you use whatever hook that you use on the parent node. So let's say if you use an API call in the parent, and the parent, for example, needs like its route for that API call. Let's say you will need the user preferences, right? For example, and that's the route, right? Oops, 1 second. And then you moved, for example, to kind of like a way to do another route, which is, for example, user date, not info, for example, right? So you jumped out, right? So there is an API call for user preference. That's the only thing that will change this. Therefore, you just say, hey, get me the same fetch, but just change the info, kind of like that, which is really cool. I really like it. Yeah. Ron, always with the negative comments. Did you read books in English? No. Are you afraid of new tech that will come and make you obsolete? Man, welcome. If you find something like that make our job obsolete, I think there is none for the moment. Yeah. It's easy to go down the rabbit hole, that's correct. Welcome to Web3. Use an IPv6 to isolate users, eventually to comply and compare to IPv4 traffic networking issues. Okay, but I'm not really familiar with Web3. I know certain stuff. I know that people are actually going into it with this crypto stuff, but I'm not interested. And I think if you are like I don't know, like investor mindset kind of guy, you will be interested in it because you will be always like connected to these Web3 APIs to know what is happening in these and that. But for me, I'm not, honestly. Can you, Nat said a good thing. Can you share with me maybe what kind of music people would like to listen to at this low kind of music in background? Because I feel like I don't need it. We are talking here, and I don't think this is really necessary, but I'm not sure. I'm not interested in it, but have learned of it as it has evolved. Okay, nice for you, actually. What is like the biggest thing in the Web3 right now? I don't know, honestly. But yeah, I think I can search out. I talked about this use hook. Whoops, but I probably want to show it to you as well because it's really amazing. Uses a React API that lets you read the value of a resource like promise and context. A reference for it, I think here you have it. Use. and then you use the theme context. So basically here they're using it as a context, so the use context got apart. But what is the next thing? The promise. Yeah, that's the API part. Yeah, so API returns the value that was read from the resources, like the resolved value of a promise. Without, I think, using the async also, that's really good. Yeah. Yeah, so here if it's dark, you can get it like use theme context and you will get probably dark. So you know what to show. It will work like a feature toggle. Yeah. That's really nice. Yeah. But what about the use context? Are we not doing that? Create context, use context. Can be called in a conditional. Oh, it also can be called in a conditional, which is really cool. Because you cannot call hooks in a conditional, like use state and stuff. Really nice. I really like that. Okay, very nice. I didn't know that part actually about the conditional. It was like a phobia for me. I don't I don't do it. It didn't work before, will never work for me. Yeah. Can you recommend to use a nice JavaScript book or CSS book, of course? Yeah, Ron, I actually can recommend you. There's this book that is actually, I think, free. You don't know GS, it's called. Yeah, this guy. It's from Carl Simpson. He's like Kyle Simpson. Sorry, I said Carl. He's one of the most known, and you can read it online. You don't need to buy it, but if you want to support him, you can go there. You get started, for example, with a. You know what? What if we do a reading session? We read more about JavaScript, and maybe we learn stuff together. Because here all the chapters is here he explains scopes and how it works and stuff like that. Compiled versus interpreted code. This is probably explaining like the assembly part of the language. Now, not that JavaScript has assembly, but I call it like the understandable part of JavaScript, the core JavaScript. Yeah, and here are all the chapters. You can read them, and you can just search "you don't know JS." Really amazing. Yeah, B Darmak said it's about to be deployed in CSS as a token, I believe. Yeah, that's the theme context part. Yeah, with the use. Oh, I'm not interested. Okay. What is about that comment for isolating users for Tor and other networks? Ah, that's about the IPv6 and IPv4 traffic part. Nice. Amazing, guys. You are guys like doing hardcore stuff. I like that. Amazing, honestly. Yeah, sync async. Okay, in the chat. Is JavaScript synchronous or asynchronous language? Come on. By default, huh? Don't go further. Is it synchronous or asynchronous? Anybody knows? This is very kind of misleading question. But anybody in the chat knows if JavaScript is synchronous or asynchronous? Do you know WASM? If you could please explain. I try to insert, but I can't. What is that? WebAssembly? Ah, it's a JavaScript API for assembly. I actually never used this. But maybe you are talking about the generative function part of it. Yeah, I never actually went this path. Just to be front with you 100%. But they say here even more WASM model as a simple.wasm and save a copy in new directory on local machine. Next, let's create a simple HTML file called index.html. Let me just zoom in so you can read as well. And how can I get rid of this on the left side? Very bad, MDN. Next, let's create simple. It's the same directory as your WASM file, so it should be indexed on your WASM file. Ah, so it's a model file that launches like certain model for you, so you can actually interpret JavaScript with your own functions. This is kind of like creating your own framework. Yeah. Nice. But this is kind of like converting WebAssembly format to WASM. Alright, cool. I never heard of this. Streamlining WebAssembly model, instant and streaming, and then you fetch that simple WASM and you import it then, and then with the whatever it gives you, you export it as a function to use later in JavaScript. Amazing. Okay. But what's the premise of all of this? You will have it as what? Cool. Hopefully no one goes this rabbit hole and starts like injecting JavaScript to some Trojans online or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you write whatever code you want, but then you initiate kind of WebAssembly. How it is called? Not initiation, but it's instance. Yeah, and then that instance will play as your framework for web. Table prototype, stuff like that. But I'm supposedly this is here. He's kind of like using this map set kind of thingy, but getters and setters and stuff like that. So he's still using consts as well. So it's still JavaScript at the end. Just that fires on the computer directly, so it's faster, and that's it. Yeah. No idea. Synchronize assembly for the web. Nice. It's a good language. As I understand, if you can build web apps from almost any language, that's correct. Blazor has a cool WASM template. Interesting. Is this it? Yeah. So this is welcome to services. Look at .NET. I like that. But what is it? X is a maker. Alternative, write in a project directly into an empty repository using the directory name and the project name. Let me see. My app. Components. Oh, look at that. Let me look at the routes part. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, not so far from what you usually see. Not authorized. Then you go. Okay, so there is no handler to go to the file. Yeah, you go to redirect to this won't be written like this in JavaScript. Basically, this will be like if else, like itinerary, not authorized, or kind of like current user, bank before it, which means that it's falsy, and then you go not authorized, otherwise go redirect. But I'm not familiar with this kind of syntax. Yeah, really interesting, really. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing this stuff. I have no idea that this existed. What is the JavaScript I'm studying? Yeah, we're talking just general facts and stuff. Yeah, so you can follow up. Let me see how many followers we are right now. Let's see. There is this guy who reads people name wrong, and he always starts his video like, let's see, and it kept in my mind all day because I watched a video of his. He's Romanian, I think. Okay, TikTok, and let's go. How many followers we have until the 5k mark? We still have around 110 to go, but that's fine. If we don't do it today, we do it tomorrow. We are here for it, for the win, and we aim then for the 10k, and hopefully we do it fast, right? So thanks for everybody who followed while I'm talking about this, and hopefully we go better and better. And yeah, honestly, yeah, sorry also that I'm not really coding much these days. I'd rather sometimes talk to you guys and just talk about random stuff, because by this you really teach me a lot. And when I started to do like the Vim stuff, you guys got bored, and I see a lot of people left. So I was like, okay, I will give the people what they want. A QA session, what they want. All right. Oh man, it's very nice how the web evolved lately with JavaScript. Right now you have Svelte taken over. Do you know, guys, like this website called the State of GS? I'll share it. So this is kind of like a very known, kind of like an every year survey that they do. Let's check the year of JavaScript 2024. So for sure they try to market this, so for the sake of it, I'll show you what they sell. This is like a GS kind of shirt. Then we go for demographics, and I'll try to explain to you everything, but this is just to the point. It's not that hard. They see people that took the survey, where are they from originally. So 2,000 people, nearly 1,500 people, 1.5k from US, and Germany it was like around 800 people. Very funny that Germany is the second one. Yeah. The yearly income of these people in the US, they take from 100k to 175. I'm really surprised by Australia here also. Switzerland, wow. Okay. Israel, what? Israel, you're doing this? Okay, where's Germany? Very bad. I think most of the people who knows about this website are very senior kind of people. And these 800 people maximum, okay, there's like very small percentage that gets 125, but I think these are American that lives here. Basically they are just working for big companies but relocated, kind of. Yeah, so it's really kind of weird how this is held. 70k is very low. May I have time and pensions? Let me tell you something you didn't know. Jellyfin, what is that? I don't know that. The free software, media software. I don't know this. All right. Okay. So here, as we see, Cyprus is even better. Man, to pay rent in Munich is like 2,000 euros right now for like 45 meters square. Not 45, but like around 50 to 60 meters square. In the center for sure. But then Cyprus guys get better than you. Makes no sense. Yeah, people of Canada, for example, 90k is very low. Very low. Because they're honestly wrecked by the inflation lately. Poland, 70k. Man, that's really good. Georgia, 50k. That's really awesome good as well. Yeah, for who asked for my Git, here you go. That's my Git. You can check it out. So other answers. All right, let's see now what I wanted actually to show you guys. So company size, your experience, job title, your income, hire, gender, blah blah blah. Now front-end frameworks. This is what we came for. Look at React. React is top 1, everyone, by 80% for actually 2024. Let's see ranks, what people think. Number 2 is Vue.js. Wow, I didn't know that Vue will do that to Angular. These stats are just stats for what, okay, for engineers who actually made the survey, answer some questions about what they like and what they do in their current job, and also what kind of like things that they like mostly about JavaScript and what they also want to change. As you know, JavaScript doesn't have an HQ, so it's like open source kind of, and people actually update it from time to time, and they want just to make the JavaScript environment better. But also they share what they work on, so you know exactly, if you are a new engineer, where to head. Basically, if now you are a new engineer and you click on the rank and you see that React is number 1, then basically learn to React, right? Just follow the trend, right? Vue.js is second, but I was actually surprised because I was thinking that Angular is second. And where is Svelte? Svelte is 4. So Svelte came in 2019. It was Preact. I mean, I don't like Preact. Preact will go down, probably 10th at some point. But it's just React and it's used on like some CMSs and stuff. Lit. I never knew of this. This is new for me. HTMX, I know that. HTMX is like simple but better HTML plus JavaScript. Quick. Quick was a hype and then boom, as you see, 11th. Where is Ruby though? This is frameworks. Let me see languages though. Because I should see other tools, resources, coding languages, or something like that. Features maybe. No, these are the features only for JavaScript. Why I'm actually searching for Ruby on a JavaScript stat? Yeah, it's you misled me. Like in my head, I was thinking maybe there is like a backend section where people will start talking about Ruby. Oh, okay, okay. This is interesting as well. Let's see. Oof, Webpack, man. Vite is. Look at Vite. This is what I like. This is also very interesting. Okay, you see this? This is what we want. Like 2021, 28%, 48%, 73%, 78. Next year, probably first. Yeah, 2025, Vite is gonna be first. Webpack, it's just a popularity issue, and a lot of people still uses also the class React stuff, right? And yeah. Yeah, this is a survey for web designers actually and web developers. It's cool to see tech radars like this. Yeah, it's very cool. I think all right, let's see that the state of C#. I don't know if where is my keyboard. Website. Maybe they do that. I'm not sure actually. I don't know why the state of development comparison. Is there a survey part for this? Okay, the state of backend maybe. Backend frameworks. I think here when they did that in 2021, but also here it's just JavaScript. I mean, I don't know if there is a website that does that for us. Please do it. Webpack is a transpiler / compiler for JavaScript. TurboPack. But what's scary is this also TSC CLI. Boom boom. From 2021, like 78, and then here you go. He has built 40 something, 50%. Interesting actually. Awareness, interest. Okay, so this also shows another part of it. The people are actually interested in roll down, which I never heard about, but Vite people are more interested in it, which means that now people are not interested in Webpack though they are using it, right? So the interest in Webpack has fell down. The retention shows that Webpack is lowest. And what is this roll down thingy? For sure it should have like this kind of logo, right? Oh, there is a Stack Overflow. Can you share that? Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot for the follow on Git as well. Yeah, fast Rust based. Look at that, man. Rust based bundlers for JavaScript now. Just fast, right? It's just a function. It's just a plugin. Look at this. Look at that. Holy shit. Getting started. What? Okay. Either CLI and then you do this. No, this is what? This is just a simple function. I want to see. Just install it and then what? Where is the config file? Okay. So you build with that. To avoid typing the long comment. Yeah, I wanted to see this, but it seems like very simple. Input, output. That's it. Hey, Quentin. Quintessential is here. Rust is cold, man. Rust is the goat now, I see. I came in late again. Sorry, mate. It's just stuff. Like, you are after midnight guy. You know, when you came yesterday, like, the stream went up, so hope that you do the same today. The same effect. Nice. Um, we are talking about some compilers, stuff like that now. I followed you and get thanks a lot again. There is also the Stack Overflow. Let me see that. The Stack Overflow survey for devs. Interesting. Okay, thank you a lot, Ron, for this. Now we are looking at another type of survey, 18%, and Germany next, as always. Technologies. Most popular technologies. And by that we have C# and Sean on the 1 to 3, 9th position, 8th position actually. And what else? But what is this? It's like they said that most popular programming language has been JavaScript every year. We have done the survey except for 2013 and 14 when SQL was the most. 2013-14 SQL was the most known one. You ever get into a hex? Actually, I'm into that these couple of days just because I wanted to do stuff like that. Also, we have the XZ in the chat. Nice to see you guys again. Yo, I think what the name of the background to do app? What is the name of the background to do app? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. I don't get it really. Like an app that I used or something like that? To do background app. Okay, I don't know. Maybe just elaborate so I can know. JS is not programming language. Again, Anti-Cheetah is here for actually to spread negativity. Okay, the name to do background app. Yeah. This one. It's called Momentum. Yeah. Momentum. Like here, it's a Chrome extension. Yeah. Nice. We have a newcomer in the chat asking how long have you been programming. Honestly, I hopped a lot into languages, but with JavaScript around 6 to 8 years now. And I don't know much, honestly, just because I stick to only JavaScript. And yeah, let me show you my experience though. Are you happy? Are you ready, guys, to see the most handsome guy on LinkedIn? Do you want me to zoom on my picture? Here? I didn't have a long hair though. But this is my picture, kind of like. This was 2023. 2023, yeah. Yeah, sure, Sean, I will add you. Please write your names on LinkedIn. I will add you right now, actually. Yeah, nice. So I have my contact. You see what I put? I'm just down to earth. I'm not that guy who let's tell you like PHP, JavaScript, Java engineer. I type senior JavaScript web developer / dash React JS. Yeah, this is me sharing like what I did for the config that I did. Also my Nico board, when I got it, I was like, yeah, I will share it with the people. I share sometimes some knowledge stuff. I talk a lot about WSL. This is something that is a meme that I really always think about because I am really fast typing on the terminal. I always forget like the git add dot. And I'm active actually on LinkedIn. Yeah, very active. Yeah. And people ask me, what do you do when you debug? I always say that it's a console log. So I'm trying kind of like, I'm like the funny dude of JavaScript. I only talk about JavaScript. Yeah, so these are my experiences. Let's check one by one and I will show you. So now, senior front-end developer as SFCAG, design and implement high-level structure and patterns in the application. review and provide feedback. This is mostly my job, like reviewing and providing feedback, ensuring quality, no console logs in the chat, in the code base and stuff like that. Also, I offer solution to complex technical challenges. For example, one of them that I fixed recently was OpenReplay. If you don't know what is OpenReplay, I actually helped them to integrate CSS, because whenever they track, it's an open source tracking tool that shows you kind of like your session within the app, and you need to ask for permission for sure to do that. But via tracking with cookies, or via tracking with a consent model, basically. And yeah, and I use Next.js, Cypress IO, HTML, JavaScript, TypeScript, React.js. I don't know why I put HTML there, but I have no idea. Probably if I put Mocha or Jest, it will be more interesting. All right, so here I still also with Adobe as contractor, collaborated with designers to build high quality reusable JS components. I don't put much of things that I do, but I put kind of like the stuff that matters. Kind of like, if for example here, I'll just jump. I helped building like an app here that brought 2 million in a week. I was like really happy with it. So here in Adobe, I'm working with QA mostly, like in tandem, like ping pong effect, like boom, boom, like every day ping ponging like star. And I stay updated in industry trends, because in our work in Adobe, basically we're not coding as much as we are just hopping into trends and learning about Spectrum and what we do and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, these ones I just put exactly that I feel like what I do. Reusable JS components from Figma designs. That's it. I mean, that's simple, right? All right. So Sakoi CEO is my company for building SaaSes. So White Noise app, do you know that White Noise app that we did? That one will go under Sakoi CEO. It's registered in London, but I never went there. Actually, there is like a company called First Formation. It will help you do that. So I have it there just to get a business account. And then here leading Sakoi CEO as a CEO and principal architect, specializing in React and JavaScript development. Passionate about crafting scalable, user-friendly application that helps me get an extra buck. To the point, I just want money, okay? If you want, I'm kidding, but just to the point. I just want to make an extra buck. I thrive to kind of like learn and build digital landscapes. And if you want to, maybe for me to build my app, come here and I will do it. Cool. JavaScript, DevOps, Merge Stack, and XJS. I do a lot of DevOps in this because I always deploy. I'm the one who takes care of PM2, also the VPS, and I configure everything myself. I learned a lot, man, for DevOps. I even ended up like knowing what to filter, like based on my apps, what to filter to build publicly, what to filter to build privately, the environment variables and how I hide them. I built like very structured bash scripts that hijack some environment variables to hide them through the process of the pipeline, because sometimes you are building a feature and you want actually to test that feature or Cypress on the pipeline to see if it goes to develop, does it work or not, but you don't want to show that feature. So how can you use it in the Cypress and the pipeline and then hide it? So that's with environment variables and stuff like that. Yeah, I work with Italians a bit. This is like reply. Here I did something crazy. I implemented the tech stack of React.js with PHP, Laravel Composer, and it worked like a charm, like very good. I was really happy with that. I ended up working with the OCM, which is a cloud Oracle management tool, and I became very good with OCM, like Oracle cloud-based. Here I mentioned it. Experience with Oracle and Eloqua platforms. So you give me Eloqua. Eloqua is like a tool to build your websites, or also to build certain kind of like applications. And we had ChatGPT, for example, that people didn't want their users to use in the company, but they wanted actually to give them like a restricted chat open API LLM that they can use as an extension that hops in the OCM. So basically you are on OCM and there is like a tab that comes on the right side and it's ChatGPT. So I built that React app, Laravel on the backend, ChatGPT in the front end, with Open API or OpenAI or whatever, with React also. And yeah, when I came to Germany, the first kind of job that I had it as a lead full stack developer. This is where I tried to lead and I didn't fail, but I was too nice. Honestly, it's bad to be too nice in a business structure because we had pregnant like colleague at that time. First months in Germany, you just take the you just get the baby delivered and then take a paternity leave, right, or maternity leave. So you work until the 8th month, I think, or 7th or 6th months. There, it depends on your also days off. So she was really, I see like she was tired and stuff. So I was the ones sending her home. Okay, don't come. Like, just go, relax. Okay, I will cover for you. Literally, I will cover. So I was actually pushing code in the pipeline and by her name basically and stuff like that. And was bad because the thing is that when you're too nice, people will notice, and then the other colleagues started to take advantage of that. And I ended up building everything myself. I remember sitting alone while I had a team of 8 people or something like that. It was a bad experience, honestly. So the company also is really great, but also had some scandals at that time. It was Corona and it's a university, so nobody studies. They are all online. So don't be too nice when you are working, man. So I developed a product with React for new features and proven customer adoption by 200%. And how I did that? Because when I joined IU as a full stack developer, I was speaking Arabic. I spoke a bit of French also. I speak French very well actually, but I spoke also a bit of Russian. So I kind of did the localization of everything with the help of some localization experts from like freelancers online. And I sent out to like the application by like Portuguese scouts and stuff like that to Brazil and stuff like that. And they everyone who you tell, hey, do you want to study remotely in Germany with a German diploma, they accept. They be like, oh, Germany is a good diploma, but it's not, honestly. But you know, we yes yes, they will just think about it, right, and think that Germany will give them like the highest kind of like diploma, because people value diplomas. For me, I don't, but depends, right? So yeah, I worked with them a lot. I did a lot of things. You see here that I did a one-to-one pixel perfect designs, compatibility issues that I solved. I'm really happy about this. I brought, like, we were thinking that this, because it was university, the numbers were down. We were thinking that in a week it will bring around like 300K. It brought 2 million in a week. And then I got not fired, but I was asking for money. I was like, I did so much alone. Can you just butter my days? And he was like, no, no, no. You just get your payroll and go home. That was rude. All right. Then I worked with the Arabs. This is my first experience. In Khamsat is like a group like Fiverr, just Fiverr, but in Arabic. And here you will see me working with jQuery. Uh, like I said, created Jax RS RESTful web services for get, post, put, delete. I could just say, for example, learned how to fetch with options and stuff like that. Um, and this one was remote. Yeah, it was in Dubai at that time, and I worked remotely, yeah, from Tunisia and Russia. Yeah, and I did Next.js. No, not Next.js. This is 2016. I think Next.js started here, but I don't know why. It was by default. Yeah, I did this, everything here: scope, operability, flexibility part, scalability, learning, testing, Mocha, and stuff like that. Daniel asked, how much is your rent in Munich? It's like around, I don't know if I am allowed to share this, but it's fine. I will share it with you. No harm in that. It's 1.7k a month, 1,700 euros, and 70 for the garage. It's really too much. I think I should go for a mortgage. Now I am sure that I will stay in Germany, so if you have a house to sell, let me know. Yeah, Munich is super expensive. Super. 1,770 euros for a month rent. You can give someone as a salary in some point. Yeah. Um, remote, like in all these jobs, you won't find anything remote but Adobe. Adobe, you can work remotely. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I will accept you guys. Hey, Sean, let's check Sean and Martina as well. Oh, accept, guys. Thank you a lot for sharing. All right, Sean with the beautiful girlfriend or slash wife, I'm not sure. But yeah, nice. Um, let's check the experience. Look at that. He's a director already, the OG Sean. So he started in 2015 in the United Kingdom till the present, and he's working on in a span of 9 years built it, and they will go. I don't know what does that mean. Do you have a service or do you kind of like sell? What do you do exactly? Um, all right. So yeah, the director also of what is it called, Dev Byte Limited, and here Ideal Property. And here you were also self-employed, so it's both your companies. I don't get it. All right, nice. I mean, let me see when he started. 2012 as a C# developer in Yellow Bus solution. He did C# developer doing latest technologies such as TPL parallel to MVC3. Nice. Could also be touching some iOS development. Nice. Guys, follow me. I'll do a review. And also you can add me up on LinkedIn. Oh, Sean doing it the right way. Nice, Sean. Nice. Very, yeah. We buy any car. Ooh, nice. Nice name for a domain, for SEO, basically. Manchester, Selenium, Unity, IOC, Solid, C#, MVC, jQuery. You did everything, basically. Were you a lead developer here? Were you kind of like a guy with a lot of, I don't know, like team members, or were you alone in a certain project or something like that? This is a photo of it. This is the Harlem Shake. Software developer, Peninsula Business Service, full-time in Chest as well. Yeah, TDD, Angular. Now he got introduced to JavaScript after that everybody here was actually complaining about it. Senior software developer Russell Bolton. AO.com. I'm not familiar with the platform, but seems like you are doing the same stuff. RabbitMQ for messages. Nice. MAQ. Okay, so you are more of a backend developer all your career, right? Nice. Awesome, mate. I honestly think that you are really doing well. Wish you all the best. Now let's check Marcina. Actually, Margina, sorry for actually reading it maybe wrongly, but I suppose you are from Varsovia, Poland. And let's check. This is coordinator, practicant, redactor, and how can I read this? I cannot, and I cannot read this. But seems that you have the highest experience out of us all. A lot of changes in jobs. Honestly, some people actually think that changing from job to job is really bad. But for me, I mean, it's fine. You can start with whatever, and then if your thing is like to move from like company to company to just make your like or higher rates for yourself or something like that, I mean that's also okay, right? That's my strategy. I started with like 40K a year, and then next year I'm 65, next year I'm 85, next year I'm like, that's how you do it, honestly. For me, that's what I think. But yeah, I think also Martina here was a student, so she's tried a lot of stuff, and then went for company coordination kind of stuff. And I think you're more into redacting. And here I don't understand this, but I try to translate. Human Rights and American Crisis Research Club. That's really nice. Sustainable Development Science Club and faculty. All right, that's cool. And you are a master in management, sustainability. I think this is a really good way to go with this era of green companies, sustainability, online marketing options, and stuff like that. Really good profile. I really like it as well. Nice. Cool. And that's it. I mean, I really don't have much to share on my LinkedIn, but yeah, I really like that I'm getting noticeable. Like, people view my profile often. I have this week alone like 68 searches. I have a lot of messages about people asking me a lot of stuff also, but I don't rather show that. And yeah, mostly Adobe stuff. Cool. I mean, that's really nice. I was gonna ask you, do you know guys Matomo? Matomo is something like open source analytical tool that is like kind of Google Analytics, and it is free actually, but you can get it for a price also if you want to do like a million hit per month or something. But for small developers, it's really nice. I'm trying to say this because I really like it. I installed it not so long ago, um, and it was really nice. Yarko said, new rubric, LinkedIn profile reviews. LinkedIn profile reviews. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, if anybody wants me to review their profile, let me do that. How do I send you my profile? I just followed you on LinkedIn. Just, yeah, Danielle, just let me check. Did you just follow now, or? I don't see it because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know even where to find out that. Yeah, but nice. ESG and sustainability for Margina. That's what she studies. Yeah, Sean said it's better to switch. Yeah, just now. Let me refresh then. Ah, you did it on GitHub, right? Or on LinkedIn? Because I don't see that. All right, maybe on GitHub because you said that you did that on GitHub. Okay, let's check. I don't know where to find out the people who followed me recently on GitHub, but should be somewhere. No, I don't think my networks will have anything here for pending. These are people that I can add, but I don't know. Maybe grow connection, contacts, followers, following and followers. Ah, Daniel, here you go. This is your profile, right? Yes, nice. So I believe a web developer and for Burr, is this the company that you are? And Mia Touristic GmbH. So so this is the full name of the company that you're working on right now. And Kurtscheid, where is that? It's a city somewhere. All right, so it's in the north, I suppose. Yeah. All right, so let's check you out. A passion program by choice, and I have an ambition motivate. By the way, this is a really good thing that for everybody to do, because it's really important also to have this short kind of introduction. It doesn't matter sometimes that you have experience below and dragged up. Sometimes people want just to know the stuff that you do by just one phrase, right? And by the way, I think I have my CV somewhere. Let me just check where it is. I cannot show it. Gosh, I think I have it on the web. Surely I should have it on the web. Let me find out where I can find it. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. So basically, here you can even fire a joke and it will be really good for the people. Okay, so do you actually mention okay. You mentioned the languages here. You are doing Ruby on Rails, user experience, responsive web design, TypeScript. Nice. All right, is there a place where I can plus the endorsement part? Is the endorsement part still open? So I can endorse yet? No? I don't know. Or maybe only if I am a friend of yours, so I will just connect with you so I can endorse you later. Yeah. I will also see how can I get the other people later to endorse them as well. Nice. Cool, this is really nice. Thank you, mate, for sharing. Yeah, I see a couple of new followers. I saw yesterday, so yesterday actually we did that stream-based challenge, right? I think Sean wasn't here, but we did kind of like this challenge for count ones. Basically, you have a string from 0 to n, and then you count the ones in that string, basically. And this guy, Sun in the Cloud, who is this? Is it BStudio? Because I'm not sure who is this. He came out and he actually pulled a PR for a new solution, right? Who is that in the picture in your profile? In my profile, that's me actually, but without the hair, with less hair. Yeah. And this one here is just me creating a photo with AI. Have you ever worked with micro frontends? Yeah, I did work with micro frontends. If you are not familiar with what is micro frontend, is like basically to have an app, frontend app that uses multiple technologies. Like let's say you are using Laravel plus React plus maybe something else like Vue.js in the same application. I'm not sure why you should do that, but some people do, especially people that want to use certain frameworks as just plugins, basically. Yeah. I learned Rails at my first job, but switched to Angular. That's really good. Was a master's worth it? Not really. By the way, my master's in LinkedIn is in Russia, actually. I had my master's in here. Let me show you where I had my master's. So this is the globe. These are places I visit sometimes. This is not my profile, actually. I have multiple ones. So this is where I live, very close to the sea, actually. And this is where I studied, Voronezh, like somewhere here. Like here, I remember taking the train somewhere, like, yeah, Voronezhsky Gosdarchiny, like somewhere, Voronezh State University, somewhere here. But it was in Russia. It wasn't bad, actually. It wasn't bad. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, if you have any solutions for this one, please feel free to do that. Yeah. I'm bad travel, John. Very bad travel. But in another account of mine, I have a lot of places that I visit, but I just didn't want to spoil where I live, you know. Yeah. I have a colleague from Tunisia, very hearty person. That's really nice, Daniel. Yeah. Yeah, people from Tunisia, they always about sharing. They want to share stuff. Yeah. It's really nice that we are everywhere. Yeah, Yarko, you are the guy. Nice. Okay, I'll give you a follow. Where are you? Very neat. So next time, Yarko, I think if you have, by the way, if anybody wants to do a PR, please integrate your solution as a secondary. So put a console log or something, put like a comment and then your solution ender, because he basically deleted mine, but all good. I have no problem with that. But it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, I'll give you a follow. Where are you? Did you create a GitHub account recently? Because I see that you only have one repo, which is mine. Did you recently join? No. Don't tell me that. Okay. Recently joined, actually. Ah, new account. Okay. Okay, you have me as a follower now. And Sean and everybody else, do you have guys GitHub? Sure you do. Thanks, Sean. I will also go to bed soon. So yeah, I still have, I think, 15 minutes and then we end the live stream. My GitHub is this one. Okay, dev by TCOM. Alright, Sean, good night, and I will follow you up right now. Dev by TCOM. Code. Maybe I'll find you out by some code. This is a React app that you built, probably. Yeah. Nice. Follow. Look at our guy. Nice, mate. Thank you a lot for being here. Honestly, the live stream is nothing without these kind of OG people in the chat. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you again. I wrote it, actually. I wrote my my name over there. All right, I will go there for my profile again and just follow Daniel as well. I'll follow you all. I know Liam's also watching here. Follow that guy. Follow this guy. Follow this guy. I know these guys all are from the stream. I'll follow you all. Nice. Dio Chucks. Yeah, let's check you guys. Hi there, I'm software developer experienced in design and developing different types of software, single page web application and REST web services. This is Watch Dogs 2, right? DedSec. That's really nice. Where are you from, by the way? It doesn't say here. Alright. I am experienced in the architectural aspects of software development, including design, API development, mastering, and security. Very solid interest. Bachelor, interested in area application, and working in Silverca. Is this a company name? You have mostly worked with PHP and TypeScript. So you are a PHP developer, yeah. Interesting, mate. Look at that. Very busy guy. You already have some private repository working on lately. That's amazing. Amir asked, what are you doing, man? We are actually trying to review people, LinkedIn, and GitHubs. Let me see repos. Okay, let me know what is the best repo so I can check it. Give me like the best thing you worked on. I will put like type of source, so you are the source of stuff. And then I will check whatever you actually ask for. Yeah, Daniel, yeah. No. Some of it's private. Okay, no problem then. I'll just enter the first one. This is 4 days ago, personal repository. So this is what you did. Okay. And then Dio portfolio. I think this is a React project for your portfolio, which is interesting. At least I can say some stuff about React. So this is a source. Let's check the package.json because that's the most interesting part. So it's using Vite, ESLint as well. By the way, ESLint, you don't need to do everything like this anymore. If you are on ESLint 6 plus, yeah, you don't need that. You just type ESLint and that's it. And then, yeah, that's cool. Is it 3D? What do you mean 3D portfolio? Is 3GS or something here? Yeah. What is this one? 3 fiber. I don't know. I'm not familiar with 3GS, but I supposedly there's some 3D stuff going on. Nice router. This is the React router switches and stuff. Browser router for React router. Nice, actually. Interesting. This is his experience, basically. Shopify web developer. Meta, full stack developer. Did you work at Meta? Or okay. Oh, maybe that's a link. I'm not sure. All right, that's really amazing. Very good, actually. Yeah, I don't know where is the website, but I'm guessing that he has it somewhere in here. Yeah. Done. Nice. Nice. Very good, man. Cool. I like this. Look at that. It's GSX components. Yeah. Nice. The web developer, cloud back engineer, Tesla, Starbucks, Shopify. This guy working at OnlyFans companies. Yeah, there is this kind of templates, but it's really cool. I mean, it doesn't matter if you copied it. What matters that you understand how it works, right? All right, nice. I mean, this is cool. Dun 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 dun. Really nice, man. Car rental stuff, job IT and trip guide. These are the projects, and then work section and contact below. All right, cool. I mean, makes sense. I like this Web3 stuff. User interface or application backend. But here, is this SEO friendly? Ah, no, for sure not. If I just do control 10 and I check, I will find only probably the element of the div root. This is what is bad about React. It's just not SEO friendly. So if you search this website on the internet, if you just put it into a VPS or something, he won't have SEO friendly stuff, which is really bad. Nice. All right, very cool, mate. I mean, really glad to see that. And thank you a lot, guys, for being here today, even though that we didn't code much. But I really like that we are on chatting a lot. I want also to make sure to share with you my my Discord. How can I do that? Let me see if I can share with you that. Interesting. How can I do it? Invite people. I shared it with my friend not so long ago, so I will just be sharing you now my Discord, and then therefore you can guys be there and we talk more and we discuss certain stuff about coding and about live streams, and we decide what to do on the live streams as well. So I'm hopefully all right. So there is this live settings. Because of these live settings, where is the live settings? How can I change live settings to allow link pasting in TikTok? It's really not that good what TikTok does. Yeah, I cannot really paste it on the chat for some reason. All right, everybody who's here interested in TikTok, go right now and honestly DM me Discord, and I will just after this live stream you can just click on my profile and go DM me Discord. I will send you Discord and we can all discuss there. Maybe I'll also message Sean and stuff and the people who was following to let them know that I shared that, which is really cool. How can I add it on my bio as well? Because I really don't know how to do that. Let me just check that 1 second. I think I can add that. I think I can edit profile and then add some change display order. I have TikTok studio bio links, yeah? Oh, how can I add links? I have Instagram, YouTube, but I don't have anything else. Okay, this one maybe. It's called website. All right, you know what? I will put, instead of website, I will put Discord, so then you can go there and find it. Otherwise, I'm not really able to do that in a Discord link. But anybody knows how to do that in the bio? Settings and add via links. Okay, so links, and then how can I add? Basically, I have only I cannot show you, but I have only 3 links basically. Instagram, YouTube, and the website, and that's it. Which is really, really strange. That was my portfolio website. I don't know. Yeah, Margina said settings and then add via website or links. Yeah, very strange. I don't see it. Or maybe because my profile is in Germany, they restrict sometimes. I don't know. Honestly, weird. All right, I will look also while we are here still. I will look into the live settings because I can find out somewhere, probably this setting, right? So I don't know, settings. Yeah, I see now right now the live settings, but nothing really major. All right. So stream latency, codec, blah blah blah. Really strange. Advanced setting, nothing. Hotkeys, nothing. Record, nothing. Scene transition system. They put everything but the things that you need. Oh man, what a bummer. I really would have enjoyed. Let me see here in this extended chat. More chat settings. Yeah, I think I found something. Let's wait. Live chat. Alright, I found something. I'm just checking. Allow comments, allow gifts, highlights, allow monetization. They care a lot about monetization, but nothing about hide potential spam or send and receive comments during their live. Keywords filter. Okay, I will try now to do this and try to paste in the chat. Now it's pasted. Nice. Did it. So it was kind of like an issue with the live settings. Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. I mean, I hope that you can copy that, guys. Can you copy it? Maybe you can alert me in the chat. My Discord channel is called Spaghetti Code. And nice. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Please follow up on there, and let's start chat. And we have a meme channel there as well, so we can, it's new, by the way, so there's nothing, but we can chat every day, we can talk. I'll share with you some images of my daily routine as well, some of the stuff that I'm doing, also what I'm coding. We can also work on certain stuff. Yeah, really awesome. Yeah, also I can add moderators and stuff. Now I actually found out a new stuff about TikTok. That's really cool. Awesome. All right, I will answer a few of the questions. What is the code for? On top is nothing really important, just the ESLint file that was there since the beginning of the live stream. Marina said that I go to links, but I actually don't have that. I have IG. By the way, I'll share with you my IG, by the way. That would be really good. I have actually also share some certain stuff, but where is it? It's called async stack. Yeah. So it's the same. I cannot find it. It seems like I am really bad with technology. No, it's not async stack. It's called the real async stack, because some guy uses my ID, and there I have some old videos that you can see, and you can also follow me there, and we can talk if you want. It's really nice. That now I can paste links. Yeah, is this VS Code? No, it's NeoVim. And about actually my NeoVim config, I will share it with you, as now I can also do that. Let me just share my screen again. So about NeoVim config, just on my GitHub, you can find it called my NeoVim config. I added also my fish terminal stuff. So if you go to my terminal now and switch to main, let me just get out of here and do ls or lh or whatever. For example, if I z is actually one of the also plugins that I use for actually short stuff. So basically now if I do off, I will go directly to office, and if I go z again, and I will choose, for example, the white noise like this, I will go to white noise without writing the full path. So it's called z. And also there is something else called zi. It will show you also how can you your history, basically, right? So these are stuff that I implemented into also that file, and here you will find out certain stuff about this in the GitHub file. So here the config.fish is actually the fish terminal with this ls, lh, and whatever stuff that shows the icons and stuff like that. And also I will add up the z and zi tomorrow with you guys, because we need to do that. Yeah, nice. It's really interesting. Yeah. I can't seem to join Discord. Really? Did you? Alright, I will try to see why. Maybe there is an issue. Oh, people are already there. I don't know. Yeah, actually, as you see, I am only sharing the Twitch kind of stuff. And if you go up on Discord, you will find out that I actually was teaching in my... Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, here I will do some events also on Discord as well. Quintessential. I will send you like just add me on. Yeah, add me there, and I will. Yeah. So if you are actually thinking about what is my ID on on TikTok, Discord, everything in my head now got confused. It's the Rod and the Jock. That's the one. Yeah. So you can add me directly, and I will invite you by a special link. Ah, so you copied it to the browser. Maybe maybe we are my channel now is server setting. Is it public? It should be public. Invite people. Use copy, and then let me check. Nice. Welcome. Cool. Yeah, some reason it doesn't do that then for the invites. I even cannot invite. I have a problem then. Invite people. Weird. Nice. Nice. Cool. So Daniel also is on both on TikTok and Twitch. Nice. Basically on Twitch I don't have a lot of viewers. I have like 127 followers, but not all of them are here actually. Yeah, as you see, I am showing you on the screen. Yeah, cool. Let me just get rid of. Yeah, so you added me. I'll now send you the link for that. Let me just add quintessentials. Where are you, Quint? Celestial Dio. I invited you by special link, so now you can find out. All right, how to join, right? Cool. Really amazing, guys. Thank you for being here. Honestly, let's continue to do this forever. And I will kind of like share with you every day some new knowledge about JavaScript and stuff. And if you have something in mind, let's chat on Discord at all times. We can hop into calls. We can play video games. I play Valorant sometimes. I play Counter-Strike sometimes. I do some video games, but not much. I play FIFA also on Xbox. We can hop into some games if you want. And yeah, let's have a community. I mean, if you're also interested to share the Discord with your friends and we talk about code mainly, or maybe we put it like there just for the fun part of it, that would be also good. I have no problem to do that. Yeah, would be really actually nice to connect with all of you. Yeah, I have GTA 5 online. Do you play GTA 5 online? That would be nice to join you. I will do that. Why not? Yeah. Just remember us when you are famous. Man, I will open like a charity, and I'm not that kind of guy that will get famous, honestly. I will probably get famous like with 100 people viewing the chat, and then I will say the N word or something, and I will get cancelled the next day. so I will be always poor. So don't worry, guys. I'm kidding, by the way. I won't say that, but I will say something like very bad, and that I will be banned the next day. Yeah. And honestly, I have only one subscriber on TikTok, and I gain €1. So TikTok takes like 80% of that. Yeah, Margin, I think someday maybe. Yeah. If TikTok one day pays for my rent, I will buy you all my Kinesis keyboard and send it to your home, and this is a promise. So everybody who's in the chat and commenting right now, if we someday we can pay rent with this TikTok live streams or whatever, I will buy you all the same keyboard that I have and ship it to your homes, wherever you are, Iceland, Antarctica, wherever. I will send it to you because it's not bad also to share. Honestly, I also think I think there is a guy called LC. He didn't comment, but when he heard this, he commented. So okay, I'll keep you in mind, LC. Just follow, and I will make a screenshot. Let me make a screenshot for this. I will just make a screenshot for the chat, so I remember everyone, and I will grab you guys. I'll share this screenshot for on Discord as well, so you'll be able to see that. Nice. What a mess. But yeah, it's a promise, 100%. I'm sharing right now on Discord that this is a promise for the TikTok parent challenge. That's it. Nice. So everybody who's in the screenshot will get something free. If not a keyboard, something they want. But that's the challenge. We need to actually push forward. Oh, Ron, you are in Kosovo. I will send it to you wherever you are. I will drive to Kosovo if that's possible. Yeah. And as Marina said, actually, it's baby steps. This kind of stuff never like this is kind of like a way for me to assign goals for this year. I honestly never did this before, and I was thinking that at some point I will start streaming about video games, talking about video games and stuff. But when I started actually doing this and thinking about, yeah, let me do something that I'm really passionate about, I found out that if I stream about coding, then therefore it will be really nice to learn on the way while I am teaching other people or pushing other people my way to become at my level or even better, right? But then Twitch, I am streaming on Twitch, Margina. Actually, I'm twitching right now. So I use OBS and yeah, and there's a lot of like stream. The engine for stream is YouTube. So I'm trying now. Right now, I'm streaming on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok. But on Twitch, I have 2 viewers. On Kick, I have 2 viewers. On YouTube, I didn't check. Maybe people are talking there and I'm ignoring them. And on TikTok, I focus because TikTok has a very nice like palette for messages. Yeah. And yeah, I'm glad you also joined, Margina. Thank you very much for saying that. That really means a lot. Ah, you're from Poland. Yes, correct. We saw that on your LinkedIn. Getting popular for using NeoVim, not gonna happen. Yeah, for sure, not gonna happen. But we are getting popular probably if we launch like a good, if we will make a good article someday. We will make an article like on the news, the guy who built a SaaS app with his chat or something like that for 300 days or whatever, right? That would be cool, right? It's really nice. My Twitch name is also a sync stack, and I put my face name and my face with the same glasses there. You can find me there. You can follow as well. Yeah, quintessential. And I'm really surprised that you guys are here. Where are you at right now? So everybody can write. I know Margin is from Poland, so probably we have the same time, right? Bidarmek, are you from US? Actually, I can see that. No, I cannot see or follow your country or something like that. But on the chat, it doesn't say that. I thought that maybe there is analytics or something. Oh, nice, from the US. That's really nice. Cool, man. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Oh, mine right now is just 1 a.m. 11. Yeah. So we have a new chatter. Oh, Yarko is from Ukraine, actually. Are you in Ukraine right now or another country, by the way? Because I suppose it's tough with what is happening. What's the difference between NeoVim and full GUI? Actually, there is no much difference. It's just in the naming. You can find out that NeoVim is a text editor. It's not an IDE in any way. And also, the thing about IDEs like Microsoft or whatever, they come with plugins, extensions, and stuff like that that makes your life easier. You can start with an IDE and move forward. Oh, there is ZXZ from Palestine. Do you speak Arabic, mate? I'm kidding. I know you're an Arab, probably. Happy to meet you too. Nice. Ukraine and Palestine. Where else are you from, guys? Nigeria, quintessentials. Same time with Poland, correct. Nice. Or maybe, you know, if we don't become famous, I always joke about this, but we become an ASMR channel. I'll start. I hope that no one actually joins the chat right now and hear me talking like this. We will be like, today we are talking about JavaScript. And we will change up like a very close up, like to the keyboard and be like, very fun. And then I probably will gain more followers than actually talking about code. Yeah. What a mess. ASMR coding. Yeah, there is ASMR coding. You know what about what we're doing right now? The only thing that I wanted to achieve is the fact that we are coding, but at the same time trying our best to learn something, right? And that's it. If that works, then all good. Oh, Amir is in the chat. By the way, Amir is one of my best friends. He's really learned codes from scratch with the help of me and some guys from YouTube. And he started over his life actually with learning how to code, and I'm really happy with his progress. I think he's one of the best people that I've met when it comes like to intensity in programming and kind of consistency and stuff like that. And he's also a famous YouTuber. If you click his name, you'll find that he is having like 300k followers. And I'm like asking people here for a 5k. It's really fun. Yeah. Yes, Yarko. I mean, you're a geek. I think you can learn anything you want. Very easy, actually. Yeah. Daniel Quintessential said that he listens to ASMR, and Daniel as well. Nice. What a mess. All right, cool. I didn't share with you guys. Did I share my Instagram? I think I shared. Yeah, Amir said thank you. You are amazing, man. Keep up. I mean, I hope that you are still learning. I lost my access to my WhatsApp, by the way. That's why I'm not texting you anymore. But I got it actually back 2 days ago. So yeah, I'll text you on the weekend, or you can text me so I can get my your number back. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, what else? Yeah, so creating PRs and stuff like that. I might actually explain to you one thing before I go, and why actually creating PRs is really good. So let me just go here. I will close Discord for now, so if you are actually texting there, I will just check it later. So is it correct like this? Can you see my screen? Let me see. Yeah, you can see it. It's just that it's a bit wider. Okay, and now I'm getting back to the normal screen size. Let me try again. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so what I'm going to talk about why PRs are actually important, because like in Git there's something called versioning, and versioning is actually how many versions do you have of your application running at the same time. Usually you have dev and you have main at the same time, right? It's really interesting there because the fact that you have these two means that any developer can come from main and take a branch and work something on it to try something, but that's not good. That's an oopsie. That's like a bummer, right? So what we do as developers, we have something called the branches, and this is where the word branch came from. So basically imagine this as a tree, kind of like that, and then the branches are like the little stuff that are outside of that tree. So the thing is that if you take this as a developer, and this is my name, for example, and this is another name and whatever. So this guy took a feature, he does ID that feature with 01, I will ID mine with 02. And then whenever I'm done, I'll just put it for testing. And then this is called a PR. So the moment that it's back, that's called a pull request, right? So this pull request will always make us be intentionally actually updating dev. And imagine if some guy actually takes another branch and goes here with his 03 kind of log for that task, he can know that whenever he will go here, he won't have any merge conflicts because he can push this one again to his and then go back here. So this parallelism of Git is really helpful, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot to save your life and save your ass in really so many times. Yeah. Yeah, the quick draw achievement. Nice. How would you use SCSS and Tailwind together? Do you recommend it? I don't recommend that, honestly, because Tailwind is basically a modular CSS solution, which means that you just import some certain stuff to your code and that's it. And then if you have CSS, then therefore if you pack these two into your public folder later, you will have basically all min CSS, all min.css for your CSS, and also you'll have Tailwind as well. And you will have for each component for SCSS another style. So if you look at your branch for your HTML doc, this is the HTML doc, like this, and it closes here. You will have a lot of styles, style, and then Tailwind, and then all min. So this is long, and it will probably make your app load not fast. Yeah. Shout out to Lawrence Lockchart for becoming a web dev. Who's that? Yeah, I don't know who's that. Shout out to him if I know him, then yeah. Eunice, good question, honestly, and that's really good. All right, guys. So, any last words before I go? I will let you actually ask any questions before I go, and then I'll give you 2 minutes. I will read everything and go. We have a kick viewer, and he just left because I didn't read his comment. Nice. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for everything. Good night, good night, good night. Amazing live as always. You are guys amazing. Thank you for being here. And yeah, if you want support, there's like the subscribe button somewhere in my profile, and also please message me on Twitter, on Discord as many times as you want. I will be there during the day and I will answer your questions. And let's hop into GTA or Counter-Strike someday on Friday or wherever. I will be really pumped up to do that. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you soon. Bisous. Ciao.